Let's do this.
This is crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy.
Hey, life's a risk, carnal.
Tell me something, my friend. You ever danced with the devil in the pale moonlight?
I do a great impression of a hot dog.
Billy likes to drink soda.
So am I to understand that you men completed your training on your own?
That's the facts, Jack!
Come on, seriously, who is that?
I only came here to do two things, man. Kick some ass and drink some beer. Looks like we're almost out of beer.
Da-da-dun, da-da-dun. Da-da-dun, da-da-dun. All right. What's up, watchers? This is Lucky the Dork Dad, and with me, as always, is Little Joe.
What's going on, watchers? What's going on, Lucky?
Not much. This is Now Watch This.
Yes.
Podcast where we watch stuff and talk about it, and yeah, that's what we do.
Talk shit.
We're recording a little late, so sorry this episode's gonna be out a little late because, you know, life gets in the way sometimes.
Yeah, you know, I mean, we got our Patreon going, but it's not like we're getting money off of this
update on the
yet,
Patreon.
so.
Update on that Patreon. We have 0 backers. So.
Oh man, thank you,
thank
you,
watchers. I haven't really promoted it though. I mean,
no, yeah, me neither.
And I want to give you guys some good prizes. So
yeah.
Yeah, I'm working on stuff.
And it's just like with this right now, it's like the reason we're recording late is because, you know, work, especially right now, is getting in the way. Regular work.
Big change next week.
Yeah.
You guys too?
Yeah, oh yeah, man. Everything.
We're gonna be.
Well, we're gonna
be getting rid of something, but
yeah. But yeah, man. Like, you know, when we do our Patreon and we do start getting backers and stuff like that, I want to be able to provide a lot of extra content, special content for them.
Yeah.
So,
man.
you know, they can get, you know, whatever they're
There's
shipping
still
in
that
for.
Suicide Squad episode, and you can hear Joe's drunken rants. So.
Oh man, they were not drunken. They were straight up.
So, what is coming up this weekend or next week, depending on when this comes out? Should be next week. Football season coming up, man.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, we live here in Texas, so football season started for us already.
Oh yeah, high school football.
High school football kicked off last week, and we're getting ready for NFL to kick off, college to kick off.
Football. Did you play high school football?
I played high school football.
All right. What position?
I mean, I was a little receiver. And
no way.
Yes.
You can't be a receiver at 5 foot.
Bro, I mean, if you heard the way my coach said it, he said it was like 5'6", 5'7". I was like, who is this guy?
I'm not that much taller. I'm only 5'8".
But yeah, so I mean, I know I'm built like a lineman now, but back then I wasn't. So I was able to do some things, but at a certain grade, like I stopped growing and everyone kept growing. So yeah. That was it.
It was funny for me because I played center, and I remember Coach making fun of me, like even in practice. You know, he told me, "Hey, Lucky, you better stand up when you're in the huddle." And I'm like, "Really,
oh, motherfucker?"
Because I was in the middle and everybody else just kind of towered above me. It's like,
well, you know, like we talked about, my coach used to call me Little Joe Cartwright, and I didn't know what the fuck he was talking about, and I was like, "What the fuck is Little Joe Cartwright?" Little Joe, you know, I know Little Joe from La Familia. But he would call me Little Joe Cartwright, and I learned now it's from Bonanza or some shit like that. But, you know, that's why I've always been, I've been okay with Little Joe.
All right, so what, since it's a football season, we said, no, we got to do a football movie.
We did,
and,
yes.
You posted it up, right?
Yeah, I posted it up, and it got a lot of feedback. Like a lot of feedback. To this day, I'm still getting feedback. So we're gonna have to talk a lot of football movies, but we wanted to focus on one particular.
Yeah, and I think it's a decade we haven't really touched on too much.
Well, that too, yeah, because you know, we got a lot of hit ups for Rudy, but you know what? I I wasn't really in the crying mood, and if we watch Rudy, it's gonna be two blubbering bitches sitting here watching.
We're gonna have another Field of Dreams episode.
Yeah, but see, we'll be in person crying with each other. And then my wife's personal favorite, she wanted us to do Wildcats, which I promised her down the line we were doing, but I was like, we're getting too deep in the 80s, man. We're getting,
If we hit like Goldie Hawn movies,
yeah, that might work. She my wife likes Overboard too.
Oh, Overboard! I used to watch a lot. I used to watch that a lot too. We talked about different movies that we liked, and I always talked like 92, 93 was the years I was in middle school, where I would go to the Dollar Theater a lot, right there at McCreeless. Shout out to the Southeast Side. But we used to go there a lot, and this was one of the movies that I remember seeing. I think it came out September 1993. 1993.
Yeah.
So this movie we're doing is The Program.
Yes.
And this is while I was in high school, and let's just say it influenced a lot of craziness at my school. I can get into it later.
Definitely.
But just the sayings. So many lines from this movie. Everybody, I'm sure every high school football, college football player knows these lines inside and out. But,
yeah, like even like for myself, and maybe call me a bad dad or whatever, but since my kids were small, it was like before football season. I didn't really show them the whole movie when they were younger, but I'd show them those football scenes,
Yeah.
The warming up scenes and stuff like that, man. And man, I remember we'd watch it over and over, and then we want to go play football right afterwards, and it was a big time movie for me.
Hell yeah! Like I said, right when I was in high school, so a lot of craziness.
Oh, it inspired.
Yes, it was very inspiring. Let's just go ahead and start this movie. So again, if this is your first time listening, we watch a movie or TV show or whatever, and we do a little commentary style. We talk about the movie, sometimes we go off on tangents, but we're still watching it. And if you want to watch along with us, I was trying to find this movie streaming. I didn't find it. I think you said it's on Tubi.
Yeah, Wikipedia says it's on Tubi. I didn't confirm myself, but Wikipedia says that. I watched it on YouTube, actually.
Yeah, I'm surprised there's still movies on YouTube. Like, just search The Program and it'll come up.
Yeah, I was very surprised.
But I did end up buying the DVD just because. Just in case it went away on YouTube, because you never know.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to watch along, The Program, we are starting this movie right now. Touchstone Pictures.
So I'm talking to a lot of our friends, Double A and Chuck. I was getting Rudy. Double A said The Replacements was one for him.
The Replacements?
You remember that one with Keanu Reeves? Yeah, man. Yeah. John Wick himself. What else were we getting? Longest Yard.
Necessary Roughness.
Oh, yeah. Some guy kept saying Necessary Roughness. I don't know who it was. He's got a Sinbad fetish, so.
I like that movie. That's when, like, Kathy Ireland was, like,
Do you remember that? Yeah, man.
Man, I was in love with Kathy Ireland.
So, you ever play football in the rain?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are fun times.
It is, man. It was. I played in the rain and then coached in the rain and weather like that, man, and it was crazy.
Yeah. It's so slippery and like, I don't know.
But it's fun.
Yeah, I remember it was like one game was raining and it was cold, and it's like, man, that's football weather right there.
Yeah, because like typically in Little League football or select football, whatever it's called, our season would last and then it'd go into the playoffs, and you're playing November, sometimes December in Texas. It's going to be cold.
Yeah. So we get our star, Joe Kane, right?
Yeah, Joe Kane, played by Craig Schaefer or something like that.
Sheffer.
I'm not good at last names, unless it's Spanish.
So it starts off, he blows the last play of the game, and they don't get into a bowl game.
Well, I don't think he blew the last play. The damn receiver missed the ball, bro.
Well, that's true. That's true.
I mean, he threw into double coverage, yes.
But there's a lot of pressure, and I'm sure, I think this opened our eyes to a lot of stuff I think goes on in college that we never really knew or thought about of.
Well, at the time, there was a basketball movie that came out around the same time called Blue Chips.
Oh, Shaq?
Yeah, with Shaq and Nick Nolte. You remember that? And that one kind of talked about the way that these kids were offered money or offered things to do things. And that was one of the things that came up in this movie.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure for the colleges because they want to keep their boosters, right? They want to keep their boosters happy. We have to have a winning season. So James Caan, Godfather. From The Godfather.
Sam Corleone himself. Or Sonny.
Sonny, yeah. He gets blasted.
So here's this thing, and I started to think about this about college because, again, I'm not the biggest college football fan. Of course, we've grown up in San Antonio. You're probably a University of Texas fan. Again, I was never a big college fan. If anything, I like Texas or Texas Tech, Texas A&M for a little while. I mean, I wasn't, focused on one team or the other. But these, you basically get these kids for 2 to 4 years, depending on the player. Right. And your program has to just keep recycling these people out, in and out, in and out, in and out. We see it at the beginning here. He loses his last game in the season. Next day, he's out recruiting another player.
Omar Epps.
And then, we get to the end of the movie. Again, last games played, whatever. They're out recruiting and finding their replacements for the kids that they lost the year before. So, it's not like the NFL or something like that where you get these guys and you get them into long contracts, Every 4 years or so, you're recycling players. Well, every year, you're recycling players in and out, in and out.
And recruiting's only done in college. Mm-hmm. I'm laughing because,
Yeah.
We got some schools here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And in our district, yeah. I mean, I speak to it myself, I was told to do things, for my son because he is a pretty good football player. He's always been real good, and I was told to bring him out not this way, but to the other team over here.
I like this how we show them. It's Christmas time. They're not in a bowl game, so they're at home.
Yeah,
we get to see their family life.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah,
his family's a bunch of drunks. You really feel for what's his name, Alvin Mack. I think that's his character.
Yeah,
name. He gives his mom a door knocker for Christmas, and he says, once he gets in the NFL, he's gonna get her the house to go with that.
I think too. It's like, I mean, I would like to think that, they probably had already given him money. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, they didn't obviously, but
yeah,
a player that they have him up to be or his caliber and stuff like that, he's getting money already at this point.
I would think so. Isn't there a new rule where they can get paid or?
Well, now they can actually earn money. Before you weren't able to earn money, so now they can use themselves as endorsements. And you think about it, it's like, man, college football, they bring in so much money. It brings in so much money for the program, and for a long time, while these guys were getting their scholarships, stuff like that, everyone, a free education is the payment for it. Come on, dude. Yeah. All that money that they're making off these kids. And then, I mean, you think about it, some of them, again, they would sell the jersey. You can't have the name on the back of the jersey, but they're selling the kid's number and that jersey, and they're making money off of that. And they can't get nothing from that. Come on.
Yeah, so we get Darnell Jefferson, played by Omar Epps. They give them the whole treatment.
Oh yeah,
they
cheerleaders waiting for
They got
him.
the band, the cheerleaders waiting. They got Halle Berry to show him around. So he was like, "I'm going to ESU."
And at this point, it's like,
What did it stand for? I forgot. ESU.
it was just Eastern State University. So the school itself,
Generic name.
yeah. The school itself is made up. It's a mixture. I think they filmed at Boston College, which are the colors that they're looking at here. But it's Boston College. There's a mixture of they filmed at Duke and at South Carolina for some of their games, stuff like that. So
I like this part because he said, "Hey, I'm going to go to ECU." Now they show him coming back to the school on a bus.
Where's all the minis?
Where's all the cheerleaders and the band and everything? They're like, yeah, well, we already got you, so.
Okay. So they got Halle Berry, right? So she's supposed to be a student there too. Halle Berry's at least 5 or 6 years older than him. I know she don't look it that much, but come on, bro.
I know. I was thinking about that too. I was like, he's coming in as a freshman.
Yeah.
And she's a tutor, and like she's showing him around. She has to be older.
Yeah. And then, I mean,
I like this dude.
the big lineman. He's funny in this movie. I'm surprised he didn't do more.
Yeah, I mean,
I've seen him in other stuff, but yeah.
I remember there was a show called Parker Lewis Can't Lose.
Yes.
He was in that show, and I remember he played like a younger Dan Connor.
In Roseanne. Yes. I remember that.
And I think that's about it. That's all I know.
I'm saying I haven't seen him in a lot.
Oh, now we get to see Latimer. This dude.
Now, this guy, okay, I want to talk about it like the cast in this movie. There's a lot of them that you saw in a lot of these movies around the same time.
Yeah.
And it's just, I mean, you know, it could be all coincidence, whatever, but it's just weird. It's like Christy Swanson plays in this movie.
Yeah, Buffy.
Yeah, Buffy. Okay, she's in Buffy. I want to say one of these guys was in Buffy as well. But they were all in Higher Learning as well. You remember Higher Learning? Omar Epps. Yeah. Christy Swanson was in there.
They all played the same. And this guy, Alvin Mack.
Latimer was in there.
They all played the same kind of characters.
Yeah.
Athletes or some kind of jock.
It's probably the same casting director.
Probably.
So I used to be real into this. Like I don't read it too much anymore. But Sports Illustrated, man, I used to like have a subscription and everything. It was the big time.
That used to be a thing.
All right. I want to say like maybe before the internet and before like ESPN was real big, Sports Illustrated was the shit.
Yeah, I don't know anybody that has Sports Illustrated anymore.
The only time I fucking read it is when I go to my wife's doctor's office.
Oh, I'm going to say the swimsuit edition.
Well, that too. That's the only one I buy.
This is one of my favorite lines. We're talking about taking remedial classes, and he's like, "Hey, it's cool."
I should put the captions on.
Oh, I thought I did.
He's like, you get any bigger, you could be on the offensive line. He's like, well, wouldn't I have to get dumber too? This is one of my favorites. Is when he runs into her. She has a boyfriend, of course, and she's like, did you have this same boyfriend? And she's like, well, I was mad at him because he cheated on me.
With the white girl.
With a white girl. So when he fucking meets the guy, he's like, give Miss Lily my love. I fucking use that shit to this day, man. And then when he's like, Darnell Jefferson, tailback. And he's like, Ray Gibson, starting tailback. And he's like, I know, that's why they recruited me. Oh, fucking burns up.
And like, just a coincidence, right? He had to be her boyfriend.
Yeah.
And again, let me get your opinion. Halle Berry, right?
Yeah.
Long hair or short hair?
Oh, fucking short hair.
Short hair, right?
Yeah, like long hair, no. It doesn't fit.
Yeah, she looks so much better with short hair.
Or fucking white hair when she storms.
Oh.
It's for the nerds out there.
You know what movie reminds me of this one? Or has similar themes?
Higher Learning, I said it.
But Drumline. You ever seen Drumline?
Yeah. I like Drumline.
Where homeboy goes out with or is interested in not Nebula, Gamora.
Yeah.
Zoe, I forget her name.
Zoe Saldana.
Yeah, and she's embarrassed to introduce him to her dad. And
Yeah.
it's kind of similar here with Halle Berry.
Oh yeah. And then, but because he is
Stay
like,
black, bro.
in the fucking in the beginning, right? Like he needs a tutor because he's stupid. Like,
Yeah.
But I mean, we talked about it in our Renaissance Man episode, man. I'm telling you, there's a lot of motherfuckers they just slide by, bro. It's especially like I make sure to be on my kid's ass because I'm like, I know y'all are football players and stuff, and you get fucking treatment or whatever, but
And they touch upon it here. He's like, "Hey, I flunked my my placement test." He's like, "It ain't no thing. I flunked it 3 times."
He's like, all you need to know how to do is sign an NFL contract. But it's
Like
fucked
that-
up because it comes back to bite them in the ass, right?
Yeah, but he tells him, they'll do anything to just get you through.
It's like, fuck you, doughboy. I can read.
You see that? It says Adidas. And then he goes, "I taught him that."
So they talk about the story of Latimer, right? Like Latimer, he was on the punt return team for like 3 years or whatever.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden he fucking bulks up and
35 pounds over the summer.
yeah. And he's like, oh, he's got to be on something.
And he's like, "It ain't that hard to gain 35 pounds if you work hard."
And then, but like you see it in the coach, right? Like he starts realizing that
Yeah, he's
all these
on.
things, like he's the one kind of in charge of everything.
the program.
Yeah.
That's how they call it, the program.
And I mean, that's like I say, man, like they're not necessarily going to be committed to one kid or another. They're committed to the program.
And I never really thought about it until this movie, but like, the Joe Kane, he's up for Heisman, right?
Yeah.
And like, they're actually like campaigning for him. They have like people in charge, PR people.
Oh yeah.
It's like, they're there for the school. I mean, honestly, how much do they really care about him? They want him to win, but they want the attention to go to the school.
Yeah, because
That's what they're all about.
yeah, at this point, it's his last season. He's not.
No, he's a junior.
Oh, he's a junior. He's not gonna like come back to. I mean, most of the guys, if you're in your Heisman season, you're going to the NFL next season. Yeah.
But they're like, oh, it's getting in his head, and it would get to me. I think that's a lot of pressure.
Oh hell yeah!
Being on the cover of Sports Illustrated.
Well, not only that, and it's you're the quarterback, and I've seen it, man. Like, coaching these kids and stuff like that. Like, quarterback, a lot of times, best player on the team or one of the better players on the team. They whether it's put on them by somebody or whether they put it on themselves, there's a lot of pressure.
There's a lot of pressure. And I like this.
Yeah.
They get Darnell Jefferson in on practice, the rookie, and he fumbles the ball after a big hit from Mac.
Yeah. He's like, "I got you, beer boy." But Latimer missed the tackle, right? And he goes high. Now, nowadays, they don't teach it like this, but the coach tells them it's like, you get your helmet and you put it right in his chest. Nowadays, you lead it with your helmet, man. You get a penalty. So But I remember...
It's tough nowadays.
Yeah. I remember back then, and even like when I played, when I was young, getting taught that, like everyone wanted to spear somebody and put your helmet like right in their back. And you can't do that shit no more.
Like, I used to love defense.
Yeah.
And I got traded to the offense. They're like, "Hey, Lucky, when you try center?" And then like they just kept me there.
Hey.
Damn.
Hey, they can't get the playoff without the center. Look.
Yeah.
Everyone's needed, bro.
Every play I touched the ball. So
That's what I'm saying.
but he fumbled the ball, right? So Jimmy Kahn says, "Hey, everybody, if you see him, knock the ball away from him."
He's like, "Anyone else returns this ball to me, you wish you were never alive." And this is like by far my favorite scene of the movie. You know, spoilers for when we do our favorites at the end, but yeah, man, this used to get me fucking pumped.
Oh yeah, I used to like those drills right there.
Yeah,
the 1-on-1s.
Hell yeah. And you know, I try to teach my kids. I mean, I always taught them the right way, but my older one developed a little bit of an asshole attitude, and it's kind of good, like, cause you know it fucking makes him good. But man, sometimes I'm like, dude, quit being such an ass. But man, like,
I used to love those.
Yeah, and I was looking into it, man, and again, it wasn't any of our stars doing these drills, but like some of them, you know, like the Latimer guy, he did a lot of his shit. Omar Epps did a lot of his stuff, but he was like, I wasn't getting hit like that. Fuck that.
This is where the coaches are like, what the fuck? Everybody's all tired from practice, all laying down in the locker room, and Latimer's in the fucking weight room just pumping iron.
But I'm gonna tell you like this, dude. I've never seen. I mean, I'm sure maybe it happens, but I've never seen a coaching staff where you got two fucking little bitch ass coaches always talking about themselves, like the assistant coaches, right? There's offense and defense talking behind his back. Like, come on, man. Like, if
like,
anything, the coaches are always together doing.
It's
that
like,
shit.
why are they even there?
Yeah,
and there's a lot of pressure on James Conn too.
Oh yeah, he's got to deliver, man. Because like, I mean, these college coaches, again, there's a lot of money coming into the program. There's only one person that's really getting paid to fucking, you know what I mean? Like, the coaches are getting paid, you know?
Yeah. It's like, it's an awesome job, but it's a scary job too, because you never know when your head's going to be cut.
There's Buffy, or the original Buffy.
The original Buffy.
Yeah.
From the movie Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
So, I was watching this the other day.
She's so hot too.
Yeah, I was watching this the other day, and no one's paying attention with me, right? But I'm like, man, I wonder why she didn't fucking go after him. He looks like a vampire. And no one got it.
For real.
I was just by myself.
I mean, this is early 90s.
Yeah.
And I don't know, man. I don't remember. This dude's hair is so big.
No.
It makes his head look huge.
My son asked me, like, why is his hair like that? I told him, I mean, he's got a receding hairline, man. There's some dudes that are young, and they'll start going balding like that. So, I mean, I don't doubt it, but fuck, man.
He just looks weird.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe now he looks weird. Maybe
No,
not
dude,
back then.
he looks, I'm saying this motherfucker had to have played a vampire in some movie, because I just keep picturing him as a vampire.
I think a lot of these guys, they didn't do anything really big.
No.
I think when I was looking, a lot of TV spots, a lot of voice overs.
Omar Epps was big for a little while.
A little while.
I remember when he did Major League 2. But of course he was replacing Wesley, and you can't do that.
Yeah.
He had Juice.
Juice.
Dude, you got the juice now. Fuck. What else did he come in? I remember Omar Epps being kind of big for a little while.
Kind of.
But you're right. Like, it was like, I think he did that Love and Basketball. I mean, he did a lot of sports movies. My favorite, well, one of my favorites was The Wood. Remember he did that one?
The Wood. Sounds familiar. I don't remember.
That's with the three guys, they're best friends, and it covers when they're in middle school, and then it covers like when one of them is getting married or some shit like that. So fucking Joe Kane challenges her to a tennis match, and she's like, she whips his ass, of course, because she's a tennis ace, and I mean, you know, she's Buffy.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, you know, I love Buffy the Vampire Slayer. We gotta cover that shit.
And she looks better as a brunette.
Yeah, and he looks better with hairline, with his hairline not showing. Right, he should wear a bandana fucking everywhere, like Hulk Hogan or some shit.
Yeah, that looks like a 90s haircut.
Yeah,
not that big old widow's peak.
You know who he looks like? He looks like the kid from Boy Meets World.
What? No,
not fucking the main kid, the friend.
I guess a little bit. All
right, I never went to. I went to college. I went to like Palo Alto for like a month. But we visited the TCU campus this summer, and you know, we're just at the baseball field, but we're driving around it, man, and it's fucking huge like that, man. Like, I can imagine I'd be fucking lost.
where he tells him, well, your placement test came back.
He's like, that mean I can't play football? He's like, hey, let's not go that far. Your ass is fucking playing.
He's like, so what do I got to take? Math 0, English 0.
Yeah, dude. That's I like I said, man. I'm on my kid about it. Like, hey, get your, because he's got to get his tests in so he can be accepted into the schools that are trying to recruit him. So.
Right. Like,
tutor. I don't need no tutor.
He's like, yes,
any?
you do.
Hey, he said it's any tutor.
And who does he pick? It's Halle Berry.
Now this is funny because she's like, I was tutoring someone else. The guy's sitting right behind her, getting tutored by someone else.
What do you say? Like this Kentucky Fried Chicken, dude?
Yeah. And he's like, I'm a bigger prospect than him. And again, that's probably true. Like, you know, there's certain guys that they hold in one, you know.
Yeah.
And of course, if he's a skill player.
He's like, I'm a bigger prospect than Scott Sherman. Look at him.
And that's the thing. Like, she wasn't sitting there seeing him being tutored by someone else already. Like, he's right fucking there.
All right. It's like,
It wasn't like, it's not even like he's right behind her. Like, all she had to do was look to the side and she's like, hey, Scott, ain't I fucking tutoring you? What the fuck?
I know. So quit using these big words.
Yeah, right, because he sounds fucking,
stupid.
yeah.
We can just have like one big word.
Indubitably. It is fucking funny, man. Like, even him, like, I gotta imagine that's kind of like what college is like, right? Like, you're fucking.
What's funny is like
living in rooms with other.
What's funny is like they always show these 4 guys.
Yeah.
It's the John Goodman lineman, Omar Epps, Latimer, and Alvin Mack, and then the quarterback.
Yeah.
It's like we don't see anybody else on the team.
I think okay. And this
and the backup quarterback guy, Bobby Collins.
Like I know, like he came from kind of nothing, and that's the kind of suck part about his fucking about him. You know, he's a quarterback of the team, so you gotta imagine like for all his time growing up, like he was like the best player or whatever.
Right.
And his dad's never seen him fucking play.
I know, that's sad.
Like that fucking to me, that was like that sucked balls, bro.
That just shows like he's been through so much.
I know, and like Buffy is, you know, she's slacking right here, bro. Like it's 3 a.m. He's up late at night. He's a vampire. She should be slaying that motherfucker. This is after Buffy, right? It's got to be. This was 93. So? Buffy was 92. She's like, "Can you wear a cap? Where's your bandana?
Look at that hair.
I'm telling you, he looks like a fucking vampire.
For real.
Like, no prosthetics. Fucking vampire.
Just needs a teeth. He could have been in the Lost Boys.
I'm telling you, he's a Lost Boys reject. He was in, like, that 976 Evil movie or something. Speaking of, man. Okay, so, like, we're recording with today's September 1st. Is it too early to be getting into Halloween shit?
No, today's the day. It's beginning of spooky season.
Like this past weekend, we went out and bought Halloween shit, like to start decorating, and not even this past weekend, the weekend before, we went out and started buying Halloween shit.
It's already out.
Yeah, right. Like, and that was the thing too. Like,
and that was the time to get it, because if you wait too late,
bro, that's what I'm saying.
There's nothing gonna be there.
Like, I was like, are we buying too early? But my wife was like, look, like, all the good shit's getting taken already.
Yeah.
Like, and motherfuckers were there. Like, the vultures were there.
I think people are more excited this year. I know last year was still kind of
little bit opened up,
little iffy.
Yeah.
We didn't get too many trick or treaters. Because we still had to keep our distance. But
I don't know, man. Like, if y'all didn't get a lot of trick or treaters, they went to the south side because those motherfuckers were in droves over there.
Yeah, it was weird. I had well, we'll get into Halloween stuff once we get into Halloween.
Dude, I'm telling you, like, I'm down. You know, I know we got our watchers and our watch box, but I'm down for the next fucking 2 months to horror movies or horror theme movies. Oh shit! I already I'll share with you my fucking Spotify playlist, but I already fucking like we started buying like fucking bought the Halloween Oreos the other day. Like, it's that time, bro. I'm gonna buy my Boo Berry fucking cereal this weekend. We watched Monster Squad the other day while my daughter did Halloween crafts.
What's your favorite Halloween candy? I should say. You know, there's certain candies that only come out during Halloween.
Okay, so it's got to be like a Halloween specific. What's
what's
like,
your favorite?
I like getting the little Reese's. I mean, that's one of my favorites. Yeah.
Do you remember back in the day? It was only during Halloween. You see how these black and orange wrapped candies.
Bro, don't tell me you like those.
I'm just saying I remember them.
Oh my God,
There
yeah.
was like some caramelly nut kind of thing inside. It was like, I remember my mom buying those every year to hand out. And I'm like, Mom, nobody wants these.
Bro. Okay, where do y'all live here in San Antonio, right? Like,
Yeah, I grew up mostly here.
okay, where did y'all live at? Like, where did you go trick-or-treating?
I used to live on here on the northeast side. I went to MacArthur.
Yeah. Shit, because I remember we used to live like on the southeast side, or east side, really. And we used to come to the north side to come trick or treating. And I mean, fuck, that was like my mom would fucking park at the end. Me and my brother and my cousins would all go fucking running down the street and shit like that. What was your? I mean, we can get into it when we talk Halloween.
Yeah,
if y'all are watching a movie, we're just skipping over the fucking love shit with Joe and Buffy.
Where they fall in love because at first she was like, I don't date athletes, or I don't date football players,
but she knows he's dangerous.
He got to her.
He's the dangerous boy.
He rides a motorcycle. He's cool.
I tell you, fucking. I talked to Chuck the other day, CM Chuck from Just Another Friday Night, and I told him, I said, hey, like, you know, fucking, we did our show or whatever, and he's like, why won't y'all release it? And I said, it sounds bad, I guess. I don't know. I haven't heard it. And then he's like, oh man, y'all don't want to release me. And I said, no. I said, you were kind of quiet though. Like I said, my wife said, like, on your first show with us, it's like it was the CM Chuck show, and Joe and Lucky were there.
Yeah, in the background.
And he fucking got mad. He was like, "Oh man, your wife don't like me." And I said, "Shut up, she likes you." I said, "Quit trying to be the bad boy." And he was trying to be like he sends me the gif of George Costanza when he's playing the bad boy in Seinfeld. I was like, "Dude, you're not the bad boy. Calm down."
But really, I want to have Chuck and Adam.
Yeah,
you know.
It was good. It was good to see both of them back on the screen this weekend.
I guess this is our segment where we blow Just Another Friday Night.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. They didn't. You know, they didn't give us.
They got some new shirts by way of Chris Rizzo.
Yeah,
you see them? They're pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like those a lot.
Yeah, I told him, but I was like, I want the AA shirt, and he's like, oh.
They're pretty cool. Shoot, I don't know if he put a link out. I'm trying to tell Chris he can just put whatever shirts on my site.
Yeah, because Chris is a little artist, right?
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah,
I have some like. Do you see that Harley Quinn comic right there? He drew that.
No shit.
Yeah, and I think.
Oh, the walk. Oh, he drew the Harley Quinn on The Walking Dead.
Yeah,
that's pretty badass.
And you see that Hulk in the corner.
Yeah.
Up there, he drew that one too.
Badass.
Yeah.
You didn't have to draw. I mean, you know, Chris, show your favorite podcast some love. Come on, guy.
He's always been a big supporter of everybody.
We're going to get his ass to come on one day.
I told you he's shy.
I know, but still. Chris, will you come on for? Like everyone's like, when are you doing that Bound by Honor episode? It's coming one day. It's gonna come
one day.
I mean, fuck, we got to start it at like
El Gallo Negro.
Yeah. Hey, maybe we'll go to one of the meet and greets and get fucking Popeye.
Man.
Oh yeah,
he was here. Did you see Miklo was here too?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I was like, what?
He's like, and you're now watching. Now watch this.
I know. I bet I could have got that.
I'm telling you, bro. Oh
well.
One day.
Oh, this is one of my favorite parts.
Yes. Okay, we're getting back to the football.
Alvin Mack, he knows football inside and out.
Yeah. And it's good. Like, they played the scene like this. Is the scene right before, he's with the guy studying, and he's like, I don't know.
Green Bay?
And then you get in here, and he's like, he knows all the plays. He knows his assignments. He knows what... And if he's the middle linebacker is fucking smart. Like, you got to know...
That's got to be your captain.
Yeah, you got to know your assignment. It's basically the quarterback on the defense. You got to know your assignment, what everyone else doing. Same thing as like middle linebacker, free safety. Like, my son played linebacker when he was younger. Oh, fumble. And now he plays safety. So, like, you got to know everything that's fucking going on.
But I just love that. He's like, what's your assignment here? Kill everyone.
Yes. He's like, what's your assignment? Kill the quarterback. Hit the tight end so hard his girlfriend dies. Kill everyone. And that, like, y'all do, like, film and stuff? You remember? That was one of my favorite things about fucking football.
They show you where, if you fucked up or...
Yeah? Oh, yeah.
They're like, what were you doing on this play?
Yeah. What the fuck's going on over here, Joe? I'm like, shit. But yeah, that and I'm just saying that was one of my frustrating things about with my kid is this motherfucker knows his stuff. He knows his sports. He knows his plays, everything like that. You get in school and it's like, what'd you learn in school today? I don't know.
I know. This is so crazy. Latimer, they put up the starting lineup. And Latimer's like, yes, starting defense.
Place at the table.
He just goes smashing his head through cars.
Yeah.
Doesn't he? He flips a car, doesn't he?
No. He just smashes his head, but the coaches, the assistant coaches see him again and they're like, should we tell coach about this? They're like, no. He don't want to know about this. He's like, make sure you tell him they're testing.
It's like, this dude is roided out.
Now, this is one of the things I like. A lot of times before the football games, before every football game, you had a dinner together and kind of a team meeting. We'd go through the first 3 or 4 plays in our school uniforms and stuff.
Yeah.
That day, and that's what kind of this reminded me of. But it's it's one of the things about, like, football is an awesome sport if you're in it, if you're into it. I mean, I guess just the brotherhood that you have with the players and with the coaches and stuff like that, man, it's really special.
No, there's a definite bond for sure.
Yeah. I mean, I always loved it, man. I tell my kids, it's like, because, I mean, okay, realistically, are they probably going to go to college and play? Like, they can, but, like, this moment in high school, like, it's one of the best times of your life. It's like when you're playing football with your boys, I can't tell you the number of people that I talk to and they look back on it and they're like, man, I fucking miss that,
Yeah. I definitely miss it. I mean, even while my son was on the band, we'd go to the football games and I'd be reminiscing. Yeah. I used to help out with we call it the pit crew that takes all the band stuff out there. So I got to be on the field and just like, just remembering.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know about this.
Oh, yeah.
The spitting in the mouth? No.
Not with COVID.
I mean, there was stuff that we used to mock in our locker room, but not that. No.
Yeah.
No. That's too much. I mean, there was some crazy stuff that went in the locker room, but
here's the thing too. Nowadays, like you look at the players nowadays, it's different. Like, they were showing the quarterback Joe Kane. He was wearing high top cleats. Mm-hmm. That was the thing back in the day. Nowadays, it's not really done. Like, especially it's those are lineman cleats.
Yeah.
Like, where I've played or where my kids played or stuff like that. It's like if they see a cornerback wearing fucking lineman cleats, they're like, "Oh man, we're fucking eating his ass up." But it's just so different nowadays, man. Like everything, the equipment, everything. So fucking expensive too.
I love this whole sequence. I mean, this is one of the first movies that like they showed like all the shit talking in the trenches and stuff.
Yeah. Cause it fucking goes on. And like now, like I can see it. Like I'll be in the stands and I can see the kids playing and I can see them talking to each other and stuff like that. And I just imagine like, man, they're talking some shit down there.
Stuff went on in the trenches. You just don't know.
Yeah, there's fucking eye gouging, fucking
a lot of cheap shots and
just, fucking punches.
It went down.
Yes,
it went down. Love that.
Alvin Mack, man, like people talk about it, like when
let the paramedics sort him out.
They talk about him being one of the greatest movie linebackers of all time.
Oh hell yeah!
It's like
you're the guy who shot my mother, aren't you?
You didn't think I would find you.
He's like, shut up, man. I don't know your mother.
You're trying to steal a car, you fucking cocksucker.
You didn't think I was going to find you, did you? Bust your gut open once you die.
But, I mean, even, like, I bet nowadays there's still, like, a guy talking like that. But it's not the middle linebacker because nowadays you see it like these motherfuckers are calling out plays as the quarterback's making adjustments. These motherfuckers are making adjustments and shit like that.
Dude, the game is a lot smarter now.
I'm telling you, man. Like it's so technical
it's like
now.
Before, just like it was just like this. Just go get them.
Yeah. Because like you say nowadays you gotta be fucking smart to be able to play.
Oh yeah.
Like you got it. Like it. You know. They take those. They take the football aptitude tests,
especially on defense. Like you make one wrong move, or if you hesitate, you're busted.
Big time. Yeah. My youngest son got his ass fucking laid out the other day. His big ass lineman came around the corner and he kind of froze, and that fucking lineman just took his ass out. He's like, "What'd you want me to do?" I was like, "Fucking hit him."
That's the worst thing. You get blindsided.
Oh man.
Like you turn one way and you turn back, you're like, oh, boom, shit.
Yeah. Those blind and there's if you're on offense and you're not running the ball or whatever like that, you live for those fucking blindside hits. Bro.
I like this, dude. Like my doggies are gonna go into the end zone.
So I'm gonna make you my punk bitch, baby. And you know the fucking defensive guy kind of wins this battle right here. I mean, his team gets scored on, but you know. You know,
it gets on him. See, boom, that happens.
Yeah, and that was all a fucking like when they talk about like that. That's a stunt guy.
Yeah.
It was pretty obvious. You can see him in the fucking whatchamacallit.
There's a lot of stepping on fingers and. I mean, no, I never did that.
Nah, yeah, you should know, man. You're a fucking center, man. Like it's right there.
I never did that.
I like this part. He goes, "Hell of a throw, Joe. Wish I'd seen it." Oh, fuck. And, you know, this is one of the little things I like is he didn't come out right away and, he's this fucking star player. You know, that's the way it happens. Yeah. Especially, like, you're a freshman coming in and a freshman and you're on the upper, you're playing, you know, you're not gonna get all that time, but like it starts off with one little run here, you know, nothing major. But
they're in the lead, so they, you know, I like he still has the ball, and the ref's like, son, I'm gonna need that ball.
Are you watching any of the Hard Knocks?
No.
Did you ever watch it?
No.
Why not?
Because they never had the Bears on there.
Yeah, because no one wants to see the fucking Bears.
Oh, come on. That'd be their best season.
No, watch it. It's good. Okay.
I like this.
What?
Latimer took that whole dude's head off, and he takes his helmet. He takes the dude's helmet with him.
If I get watch the Hard Knocks, it's good.
Who are they doing this year?
Come on,
They've already done the Cowboys, haven't they?
it's the third time.
Oh,
It's good.
people are tired of seeing the Cowboys.
Fuck no. I especially liked it when you never went to see the Cowboys when they were here.
I've seen them in when I was living in Fort Worth.
No, but you never went to the training camp when they had it here in San Antonio.
No,
Oh,
no,
excuse me.
nah.
Fucking Cowboys
No,
are the best.
I went to.
Bill Parcells was here.
I'm showing my age here because it had to have been early '90s. I went to a scrimmage game that was at
The Cowboys and
the Cowboys and the Oilers.
the Oilers. Yeah. I think I probably know the one you're talking about.
I went to that game. Warren Moon. I remember I had a crazy friend. He was like, dude, let's just go down to the field. And somehow we got on the field, and I had like a little cheap camera.
Yeah.
And
The fucking ones you wind up.
yeah, I remember I got like a picture of, I think it was Troy Aikman's either rookie year or his second year.
Yeah.
And I got pictures of them and like Warren Moon. But like it was a cheap ass little camera. Like their faces are all dark. So I got pictures of them, but they're like, you don't even know who it is.
Yeah. No, my first Cowboys game, I had one of those fucking cameras. I went on Thanksgiving. Someone had backed out with my brother-in-law, and he's like, "Hey man, you want to go?" And I was like, "Fuck yeah!" Now I didn't know that they were going, and they got fucked up like the whole way up there, and while we were there, and on the way back. But it was cool and it was fun. But yeah, I had one of those little cameras, and I tried to get good pics, and I still got those pictures somewhere. But they were playing the Dolphins on Thanksgiving. It was badass.
That's the part you were talking about. Where they're at this booster club party, and
Oh yeah. So he's like,
the
"Hey
guy
man."
hands him an envelope with $50.
Yeah, he goes, "This guy just gave me $50." He goes, "Shh, that's only the beginning."
Yeah, he's like, you'll be getting close to 500 once you're starting.
Yeah. Look at this motherfucker with his Cosby fucking sweater.
Carlton. Was the Fresh Prince out yet?
Yeah. No, well, yeah, probably.
But that's definitely a Cosby sweater.
Yeah. You know what's funny is like Alvin Mack. Okay, like he played. Remember he played Little Big League.
Yeah,
He was
like,
the
"Oh,
baseball player there.
You want me to tell you my wife? You like my rookie card?
You know where? Do you know where else he comes on?
What?
You won't fucking think about it. It's a movie from the 80s, though. He plays a football player.
When doesn't he?
He's a fucking in the movie, he's like, "Hey, coach."
Oh, yeah. Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
Beetlejuice.
He's like, "I don't think we survived that bus crash."
Yes.
That was him, man.
Yes.
I do take you seriously, Darnell. I do.
He's got some balls, though. When he's
Right in
trying
front
to
of
cut
him.
in
Yeah.
and talk to Halle Berry while he's dancing with her.
And then fucking Halle Berry's like, "What are you more worried about losing, your girl or your position?" Tell him, Halle Berry. Look, and that's a white girl that he had cheated with in the first place.
Right. I like where they break him apart and
Yeah.
they tell Alvin Mack, "Do you have anything to do with that?" No.
Shit.
He was talking shit, egging him on.
Yeah, he's like, "Shit, you know me."
You know what else Latimer came out in?
He came out in fucking Street Fighter.
Oh, yeah, Zangief.
Yeah. I think he was in American History X too.
I remember him as Butterfinger, Hudson Hawk. You ever seen that movie?
Yeah, with Bruce Willis.
Yeah.
But he was in like I said, he was in Higher Learning. He was one of the Nazis in Higher Learning.
Yeah.
He had a big old fucking swastika on his fucking tit.
That dude's just a big dude.
It's like, maybe you got to think about what you're losing. She's like, man, he's gonna get signed by the NFL. Look at Darnell. He's thinking about going to another college, and that's when higher learning starts. I'm not a fucking skater, bro. Like I could not for the life of me fucking skate.
Ice skate?
Ice skate, roller skate. I can skateboard, or I used to be able to.
Nah, I can't do that either.
So like they're gonna act like there wasn't just a fucking figure skater right behind them, fucking doing cartwheels or fucking. Look at those motherfuckers.
He's like, we need to go where nobody will find us. It's kind of racist. They're like,
yeah,
ice rink. There's nothing but white people here.
Well, that's what he said. He's like, well, there won't be no brothers.
You're gonna find no brothers on some ice skates.
And Omar Epps, man, like, okay, Juice, he was fucking, he's good. Like, he's a good actor, but he plays basically the same role in everything.
Yeah,
he talks the same, everything like that. Like,
that happened a lot in the 90s, I think.
And again, like I was all for it. I saw Higher Learning, I saw Juice, I saw this one. Like I said, I like him in the Wood, but yeah, you can see why he's not there. Now this one,
busted.
You know, she should be at a mall with Jay and Silent Bob somewhere.
For real. He's all, what's her name? Bobby Collins. Busted.
But again, and then, so we saw her, she was in Mallrats, right? She's in Chasing Amy. But then she did Dazed and Confused as well.
Dazed and Confused. Big Daddy.
Yeah.
I mean, what would you do?
He's like, Bobby Collins, of all people, the fucking backup quarterback.
I thought he loved me.
Oh,
loved you.
Fuck.
The guy loves anything that wears a skirt.
I wouldn't fuck with Sonny Corleone's
man,
daughter.
What would you do, though, man? Your daughter is taking a test for one of your football players. It makes him look bad.
Right? Like, and that's what he says. He's like, you make me look bad in front of the program, make me look bad in front of the boosters. Cause you gotta think, when this shit happens, like, I used to listen to sports talk radio a lot. Like, Jim Rome and those motherfuckers. All they do all day is get on there and talk shit about shit like this. You know what I mean? So you gotta think, it comes out, it goes to the papers, right?
Right. You can't do nothing. You're in the public eye. And now it's got to be like 100 times worse.
He's like,
anything you do, anything you put on social media.
Oh yeah,
people are gonna judge you on
everything.
It's like you need to have your public account and a fake account.
Right? Like, nah. I mean, I didn't get it at first, but like I see, like my kid, he does have a Instagram or whatever. He has like a few posts or like his Twitter is only sports related stuff. And the coach is like, if it ain't got nothing to do with God, family, or football, don't post it.
Now let me ask you this: playing football back in the day, because I go to the high school games now. You know, my kids go to high school, and you see these football players, and they are fucking like. Some of them look 30 years old. You know what I mean?
Dude,
they got like full beards, and like it's just. It's crazy. There's one guy who looks like Magnum P.I. with the mustache. Just like, dude. Back in the day, maybe it was just my coach, but my head coach, he wanted us clean cut. We could not have any facial hair at all.
Yeah,
he wanted us clean cut. He wanted us to look sharp, and I don't know.
I remember too. Like we had to shave. At my son's school, they tell them that they're. The coach is like, it's a district thing. They don't want facial hair. Son has a little bit of peach fuzz. They ain't gonna fucking tell him shit about that. But I mean, we all know the school you're talking about. Like, you know, it's right there. Those guys look like men, and like I'm telling you, like they recruit over there. Like it's obvious they do. Like but like I said. You know, they do shit like holding kids back, so that, I mean, they're in the right grade they're supposed to be in or whatever. But you know, they're older. Like my kid's 17, he's gonna graduate at 17. What they wanted me to do with him was hold him back a year, and I probably should have did it, and then let him start high school late, over there with them.
Right.
But
that way he can be
older,
bigger, stronger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah,
I've seen it before.
it happens, man. It happens. But you're right, bro. Like, I mean, nowadays, and I can't complain too much. I mean, I'm not complaining about it, but there's kids at my kid's school that have fucking forearm tattoos, arm tattoos, body tattoos.
Like how?
Yeah, and that was
parents
the thing.
don't care.
It's either that or like they take their parents themselves take them, to get it done, because that's the only way you can get it professionally done.
Yeah, is
if you're 17 and your parents take you. Like my son's already asked, and I'm like, no, motherfucker, you're lucky I let you pierce your ear. But, you see it, and dude, like they have sleeves.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
This part, you start feeling for Joe King. He's calling his dad. He's like, hey, big game. I'm going up against another guy that's up for the Heisman. He's like, it's going to be on TV. And his dad's like, TV's broke.
Yeah.
It's like, wow.
And this is the thing, like, okay, I've watched, like I said, I've watched this movie a lot. A lot of the times, though, I remember, like, my going back to it, I really only watched the football scenes, and one of the reasons was because, man, it does get kind of deep and it gets kind of dark when they go into the different things.
Let you know where this guy's coming from. Why
he is the way he is,
He's basically a drunk, but
yeah,
there's a lot of pressure on him, and his family don't give a shit.
Again, like when you have that much pressure on you, and then you're the only one to bear that weight. And I mean, he's got the problem that a lot of us men do, is like a lot of the times we don't want to share that burden, right? We want to,
I'm good.
We want to be able to kind of carry it all on ourselves, and sometimes we need to say, hey, fucking need some help. Yeah. And he's not at this point.
That's what guys do. I'm good.
Yeah. 99% of the time they say I'm good, it's it's not, but you know what I mean? Like, guys like us, I would say is like, I've never been that one to try and put all the pressure on somebody else, but I've always been the one to be like, it's easier. I just do it myself. I'll do it myself. I got it.
Yeah. I've never been one to want the attention. People now are such pussies. It's like,
oh, for real.
I mean, I don't want to call nobody out, but like nowadays it's so easy. Post on social media, Facebook, whatever, like, oh, I feel like doing something to myself. And they're like, oh my God, what's wrong?
Yeah.
It's like, come on.
Oh, it's like, yeah. And or, like, woe is me, shit like that. Like, fucking put your big girl panties on and go to work, bro.
Like, I think this is the equivalent of that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like
the night before the game.
Suicidal.
He's drunk.
Yeah.
On the train tracks. There's a train coming.
Well, I talked about the scene that they cut, right? And the scene is basically him going out in traffic and laying down in the middle. Now, the rest of the players join him, but in the beginning of the scene, they're telling him, nah, man, what are you doing? But he kind of challenges them to do it themselves.
I think they were trying to sell him as like this thrill seeker.
Yeah.
Because, they showed him on the motorcycle. The coach takes his keys. It's like, hey, can't be having you on a motorcycle, whatever.
Yeah. And here's the thing too, it's like it shows him like he got up in the middle of the night, he's drinking. I mean, he don't have, he's the quarterback of the team, he's the focus of everything and everything like that. Like, he really doesn't have anyone looking out for him. Like I said, they're about the program.
Yeah.
Keep the program moving, keep it like that. If I would imagine, like, if you're the coach and that your star player is like this and stuff like that, you probably got someone assigned to him to fucking make sure he's okay. You know, talk to him.
Yeah, where's the PR people to make sure he's staying out of trouble?
Yeah, like, and you know, it sucks, man, because he, you know, we've all talked about it or been about it with that kid. You know, that kid that needs attention, wants attention, and it's because he's not fucking getting it. You know what I mean?
As where he talks about it, he's like, my whole family is fuck ups. Just like my dad, my brothers, everybody.
That's how I'm gonna be.
Yeah, he's like, I'm just waiting for my turn to fuck up.
And that's the thing, man. It's like, you know, it takes somebody kind of fucking showing that love. A lot of times, dude, like I said, when we were coaches and we were coaching, you know, we came across a lot of kids like that. Like there was kids that were damn good, and their parents would show up, man, maybe half the time, stuff like that. You know, it was always this excuse or the other. So like me and the other coaches would all get together, like to make sure they're taken care of.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I have a real good friend. Well, I've been lucky enough to coach with a couple of guys that are like this, that are, man, like this dude fucking spend his last dollar, make sure that the team's all right and everything like that. And I'm just like, man, I kind of wish I had it like that, but I don't. But man, it's like, you know, I've seen kids like that they don't get that fucking you know, they don't get that attention or that praise. And I can imagine, like, you have this kid that's real fucking good, and then you're not, you know, you don't want no part of that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I mean, I can understand the kid sucks, but I'll just play.
Well, like, I don't know what college, but my boss, his son is playing at a college up in South Dakota.
Mm-hmm.
And he said he's going to go up there for every game. He's going to fly up there every weekend.
Yeah.
To go watch his son wherever he's playing.
Yeah.
I mean, his son's a freshman. It's like he might not even play that much, or you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's about fucking being there.
Yeah, but he's there supporting his son.
Yeah.
That's the way you got to be, you know?
Yeah. Oh, dude, trust me. I definitely fucking plan that, you know, whether or not this dude goes and he's able to get into school and play for a college, most likely it's going to be on the baseball side. But, like, I promise you, I will fucking be, I will be there. Like, hopefully it's around here. But if not, you know, hey, I'm not against fucking driving 8 hours or fucking flying out to go and see him. And like, a lot of times it's just to be there with him, man. Like, you know, some of the things that sucked is this year for baseball, he was going and he would leave like on a Thursday night to go play, and he'd play on Friday. And of course I couldn't get off on Friday. I wouldn't be able to get out there till Saturday.
Yeah.
So on, those Friday games, like, he texts me, he's like, man, I just wish you were here. And, you know, my wife gives me shit, gives him shit, because he's a little bit of a daddy's boy or whatever. But, you know, it's cool, and it's the way it is. And I fucking cherish the relationship now, because, you know, like we've talked about before, I didn't have that fucking relationship with anybody. So
yeah, you got to be there for your kids. If there's any lessons from us dads, you got to be there for your kids, man.
No matter what the fuck they do. Yeah.
Just like my youngest, he's in junior high, which is a little different because it's just 7th and 8th grade.
Yeah.
But he went out for cross country. We kind of threw me and my wife for a surprise. It was like,
yeah,
okay, cross country.
This is the time to do that stuff, man. You know.
And so they're gonna have they only take the top 10 people or whatever. So hopefully he gets in, and I think they're gonna have a meet this weekend. So.
But that's the fucking cool thing. Like my youngest son, he did track last year. Came out fucking left field. Like, he wanted to do it 7th grade year, but COVID and everything. So, you know, he did last year. I tell them, play everything you can if you want to. Like, you know, fucking go out for basketball, go out for football, go out for baseball, whatever the fuck. But this is the time to do it, man. This is, you know.
Yeah.
High school and school time, that's the time to do it, man. Go out and have fun, man.
And that's another thing that was said in a a lot of our huddles. Let's put the women and children to bed and go looking for dinner.
So we get into the game, and he's playing against the other fucking Heisman candidate, right? Against Michigan. And this is the kind of thing that pissed me off is like, okay, the other team's defense ends up making the play against them, and that quarterback is fucking happy there, motherfucker. He's celebrating like he did it himself.
It's so awkward, right? He's like, yeah. I thought that the same thing is like, that look just looks weird. It's like so forced. It's like that's pretty fake.
Yeah. You know, one of the biggest football cliches for me is in the movies. Like, okay, we all know, like, if you know football, the play ends, like, time can run out, but if that last play is still going, you know, it's still time, you know, the game is still on. But a lot of times they'd have the guy crossing the goal line just as time runs out. Yeah. And it's like, it don't go like that.
You know what gets me about movies, football movies in particular? I mean, it happens kind of in real life, but, you know, it's either a big run or a big pass play, and the guy's running with the ball, and he's, like, pointing, he's like, that guy right there, and then, like, you see someone come and take him out, and then he runs more, that guy over there, he's pointing, and this guy takes him out, and it's like, yeah, that doesn't really happen like that.
Because the thing about it is, 15, 16 yards down the field, there's not people out in front blocking you. Everything's behind you. Or should be.
Usually you're the guy that's in the front.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So they lose the game to Michigan, and it's a big game. And, you know, again, it's not the end of the world, but at this point, like, you saw that they're all coming to kind of a edgy boiling point, and it's all going to kind of boil over. And, you know, sometimes it's things like that. Like, I know, you know, my son's football team, they won last week. Everything's all good and everything like that. But, you know, they lose a game, it's not gonna be all hunky dory and cheery.
Yeah, my kid's school lost.
Oh yeah, who did y'all play?
Madison.
Oh, okay.
I think it's gonna be a long season. We had a really good quarterback last year, and yeah, he's not there no more.
I know a kid that goes there. That we're good friends with.
This part, man. This part just they want to show you what an animal Latimer is.
Yeah, well, because he's all roided up.
He's so huge. That girl's so tiny too.
Yeah,
he just throws her around like a rag doll.
And here's the fucked up part about it is, right. I guess the girl's parent is a booster.
Yeah,
and so he doesn't want to cause any issues for the program.
Yeah, they started getting kind of hot and heavy, and she's like, no. And he's like, are you leading me on? And starts throwing her around, tearing her clothes off.
Cause then you start to fucking realize it's like a lot of these schools, their money comes from booster programs, right?
Yeah.
And it's a lot of the fucking rich people that graduated from there that are fucking just giving the programs money and shit like that.
I don't know. If I went to college and made a good amount of money, I wouldn't want to be giving it away to the school.
Yeah, I mean,
but they do it like they leave a legacy. Like, they'll name like a whole wing after. Oh, this is the Johnson wing.
Yeah,
because he donated millions of dollars.
I would more try to do it. I don't know. I would think to like the school, high school where I went to or whatever.
Yeah.
3 games. Why so many? So many motherfuckers should be in jail.
For real. And I'm sure stuff like this happens where they just kind of keep it hush hush when stuff happens. He's like, "What are you gonna tell him?" I'm gonna tell him you sprain your hamstring or whatever.
And so he tells him, "Man, you gotta get off the roids, bro." And it's again, it's kind of good because it's the coach. He's telling him it's not gonna just be the NCAA. Like, I'm gonna fucking test you.
Yeah,
shit like that. But you see it real quick. Like he does lay off them, but you know they lose that stuff, and you'll see it. Like I'm a big wrestling fan. There's times when you'll see guys and you're like, fuck, man, like they gotta be on something. And then you'll see that same guy in a few years or something like that. Or not even that, but like you'll see that same guy in a while and he's not like, you're like, oh fuck, he's not on. He's not on a cycle.
I'm sure there's still stuff that people take. I mean,
oh yeah.
And I'm sure it happened in the NFL. I mean, I love Lawrence Taylor, but they said he was always coked up. That's why he was like that.
Well, like I had a friend that again, my friend, I was a good kid, whatever. This is when creatine came out, and this was before like people knew that it was kind of what it was, and you know, he's like, yeah, I started taking these supplements and stuff like that, and he was just he was taking them. I used to call them Sprite tabs because they taste like Sprite. But he would take them and he'd work out like fucking crazy. He got big, man. Now he's fucking like all super swole and shit like that. But I bet it's like this too. It's like wrestlers talk about it a lot too. It's like when they try to go hang out at a bar, eventually like there's some drunk motherfucker that's gonna try and start shit with them, you know, to prove that he's a badass.
But like this guy, his girl came in looking at Joe Kane.
Yeah.
And then he got up all wanting to fight him. Like, I'd be mad at my girl. You know what I mean?
But that's the thing, right? Like, and you got to think, like, this shit happens.
Ho. And they get pulled over. Drunk. And he beat up that dude.
Yeah.
It's like the worst thing can happen. I mean,
and again,
you're in the middle of a Heisman run. You get, assault on this guy, drunk driving. It's like, man, what else can go wrong?
And that's the thing, too. Like I said, like, you know you got this dude. You know the way he is. You gotta have a handcuff. Like, you gotta have somebody that's with him all the time, stopping him from doing stupid shit.
I bet you they do now.
Hey, we had a friend, like I said, there was always one of us that's like, all right, who's babysitting this motherfucker tonight? Because, you know.
Yeah, he's going to do some stupid shit.
Yes.
See, this is where you tell him rehab, and he's like, you got your whole senior year. So he does that one more year after this. You got to feel for coach. It's like, fuck.
His whole fucking season, yeah.
Got this dude.
But like I said, like you're winning, everything's all hunky-dory. Yeah. Fucking lose that one game, and like people like fucking start jumping off the fucking, what you call it?
Well, college especially. It's like if you didn't go undefeated in college, you didn't have no chance at winning a championship.
Yeah. I mean, you get a shot at a bowl game or whatever, but nowadays they have some. Back in the day, man, remember it was like 2 or 3 bowl games. Now it's
it was like, the Fiesta Bowl and
the fucking
Dragon Bowl.
Yeah,
just like
the Taco Bell,
the Fruit Bowl. I don't know.
Oh, fucking the La Michoacana Bowl.
At least we get to see people because we get the Alamo Bowl here, right? And that's what it's called, Alamo Bowl.
And dude, like that's the thing, man. Like I talk about, like they're making money. That brings so much fucking revenue to the city. Like you start to see it. That week right before is like the schools start piling in. I remember when we used to live close to downtown, we'd always the traffic would pick up. Like fucking, you'd run into the players at River Center.
That's why I don't understand why the NFL. Well, I know why we're not going to get a team, but we always get overlooked for the NFL. Even though anything that comes here, we like super support it.
Yeah,
I mean, we had that arena football league,
or that AFL.
Yeah,
right?
that one that it lasted one season.
Yeah,
we were like, why?
Yeah,
like it was like selling out.
Did you ever go to the games? I didn't get to.
No, I mean, I was going.
I wanted to.
Yeah, and then when Katrina hit, when we had the Saints here, selling out at the Alamo Dome.
Yep.
But San Antonio's always has the NCAA tournaments. Alamo Bowl. We support sports.
Yeah,
but
we'll
never get an NFL team.
Yeah. Well, you know why, right?
Because of the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Because
I hate it, but
because
you're right.
All of the NFL owners have to agree.
Yeah.
And Jerry Jones is not going to allow another Texas football team because there's a lot of Dallas money here.
Oh yeah,
A lot of people from here take trips up to Dallas.
dude. Like if you've ever driven up there on a Sunday for a game, it's almost a caravan going up there.
Yeah.
Like you'll run into fans all along the way.
Yeah, stupid Cowboys.
My youngest son, he got to. Both of them have played at Texas Stadium or at Cowboy Stadium, but one of them got to play at halftime, like while the stadium was packed, and that was pretty badass to go up there.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, it's a nice stadium.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's the nicest one in the NFL.
Did you ever go to the old Texas Stadium?
Yeah, that's where I saw Cowboys play Miami.
That place was garbage, but the new stadium's nice.
Dude, I shit you not. I know like there was people like doing drugs there when we were there. Like I saw them passing it around and shit like that.
I think there's like homeless people in the hallways and stuff.
No,
It was a big concrete piece of garbage.
Oh God.
Anyways,
Have you seen the Bears play?
yeah, when they played the Cowboys
Where at Texas Stadium?
at the new stadium.
At the new stadium?
Yeah,
They lost.
it was some Monday night we killed them.
We killed them. Come on.
Yes,
Fucking Bears don't have nobody. Who have they ever had that was good?
we beat them that game.
Yeah, they had Urlacher, but now isn't he racist now or something?
I don't know. He looks weird. He has hair now.
No, he came out like, fuck. He made some kind of fucking when that dude that died and got choked to death by the police, like Urlacher came out and made some kind of fucking statement like, oh well, you know, he didn't mean for it to come out bad, but after that, like he's canceled now, bro. So,
I don't know. I might have missed that.
yeah, you gotta give your toy.
He don't play no more still. But I seen him. He has hair now, and he looks so weird.
Now I used to like the Bears.
Yeah.
I didn't like them, but I like Mike Singletary, who was one of my favorite players.
Oh, that is my favorite.
Yeah. He's a shit coach, but he was one of my favorite players.
Yeah.
And of course, Sweetness.
Oh.
And then, you know, I was never there to cause any trouble. I was just there to do the Super Bowl shuffle.
So we got Joe Kane out on rehab. And the dude, Bobby Collins, who his daughter was cheating for, the board, the boosters are persuading him to get him back. And I know this is killing him because he's like, fuck this guy, you know?
He's like, and the thing is, he's like, the school board is telling him shit about his players. It's like, this guy reads at a 4th grade level, and he's talking about Alvin Mack.
Yeah.
And he's like, now, if you would have did this, you know, you would have cost $1 million in the pros. So the teacher or the guy from the board, he's like, well, this is a vocational school. It's not a football school. And he's like, yeah, but when's the last time 80,000 people showed up to watch a kid take a test?
These are facts.
Money.
These are facts.
Money, bro.
Now, let me ask you this. I remember in high school we had this economics test, and it was a controversial question. It said professional athletes get paid millions of dollars, right?
Yeah.
And it said, was it because of their talent or because of their entertainment value? And I put entertainment value, and I got it wrong, but I think he gave us credit anyways because it was like I remember us arguing the whole class about it because you can be the greatest athlete in the world, but if you ain't selling tickets, you ain't making money.
Oh yeah, yeah. That, you know, I go back to like wrestling. It's like that where it's like it's fucking like you could be a badass fucking athlete, you can be like the strongest guy, whatever like that. But if you're not fucking entertaining, you ain't fucking getting people to go see you.
Because there's people that really aren't that talented, but they bring this
Entertainment.
tension.
Yeah.
So, anyways, just thought I'd throw that out there.
Darnell Jefferson.
Now they keep losing because
No, they had 4 games with Joe out.
yeah,
And the whole hope is like, oh well, we can go 2-2
and still make a bowl game.
Yeah. So they do win. I think they do win 2, but they lose 2.
We get Latimer back after his 3-game suspension.
And what's his name? Latimer. He comes back and he's not the same dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
He's off the off the juice.
He's off the drugs.
But man, this is
shit.
This is one of the saddest, most painful scenes you're ever gonna see.
Oh, he's talking shit to that lineman. And this was my favorite thing to do too. When we got the pull and then just kind of blindside whoever's coming. Oh man!
And that was the thing too. I know it's for the movie and everything like that. He's not taking that hit.
No. Oh man! This was so scary too. As a football player watching this, you're like, look at his leg.
Like, fuck.
It's twisted
you can see how much pain he's in?
You hear him bringing out the stretcher. It's like, oh, shit.
It's not good. So.
And this is...
defense trying to hold him out, man.
I think they show this, too, as a lesson, you know. You can be the greatest athlete, but man, get your degree in something. And you see that a lot of athletes.
Oh, yeah.
Even if they get drafted, they still go back and get the rest of the credits for their degree. Because you never know, man.
Yeah.
This is Latimer, goal line stand, and he couldn't hold him. He doesn't have it.
And it's right away, it's, you know.
He just feels weak. This is a funny shot. I think this is actually a meme where he's just like, "Ugh." He's on his knees and like, "Ugh."
And he's fucking pissed off because right away he's getting the, you know, why do your team suck at the end of the season? Like, well, yeah, you know, my fucking starting quarterback's out. My starting middle linebacker's out.
Like he's all, well, if we win next week, we still get conference champs. It's like, I know you guys can't write, but I know you couldn't count either.
And see, and this is kind of, I mean, he says, you know, he's not going to get to play football anymore. And of course, so maybe he's not going to get that NFL contract. But nowadays, you've seen people come back from shit like that. I mean, fuck, you saw Dak's thing broken last year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He well,
it's
now
like,
I would say
it's like what could have happened where they're like, no, you can't at all.
Yeah.
This is leg actually got torn off. I mean, this is kind of sad too. I mean,
no, it is, man. Like, it is.
He says,
like, I'm not gonna play football no more.
But he says, has the team come to see you? And they're like, oh, well, they called. I think I would have been there. Man.
Yeah.
And you feel for him, man, because you think about it. You know, he wanted to get his mom a house and this, and it's like, man, all that's
you start thinking about like everything that he talks about is like all you need to know how to do is sign an NFL contract.
Now he's dumb and done.
That's why fucking homeboy and Renaissance man said, you know, hey, I'm keeping my son as far away from the field as possible.
Yeah. Latimer, it's like,
I need my
I gotta do it. I need to roid up.
I need my juice. I mean, they didn't need to show that. Like, they
I know.
No one wanted to see his ass, bro.
No problem.
But the thing that's fucked up about Mac is they show him, like, they take him home, right? He goes back to his house. You mean to tell me, like, he didn't have a TV, nothing like that? He's listening on a little radio.
Yeah. Hey, you never know.
But that's what I'm saying, man. Come on.
We know he got at least $500, right?
At least.
Per game.
Per game. That's 5,000, you know, they play 10 games a season. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Get a TV for the house. You know, like, I mean, you gotta think, like, clothes and all that shit at that level, if they're playing that good, you know, because you'll see, like, these kids that are in college, man, they got fucking badass cars and shit like that. It's like, come on, bro.
Yeah, it's a different age.
I like watching, like, the ESPN 60 shows where they showed, like, they highlighted SMU football.
I didn't see that one.
Yeah, so they talked about, like,
It's a Texas team.
yeah, that they were giving fucking players free rides and shit like that, and giving them money. And
I like their field. I used to drive by their field every now and then when I lived up there. Just blue.
see, and I mean, I could get why, like, we did get some run with the program. Like, everyone remembers all the football stuff. It's all the stuff around it that they're like, yeah, it's not that good of a football movie. And maybe there's better football.
This movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't surprised, but I was a little surprised because I've asked the question before, like, what's everybody's favorite football movie? And whenever I bring up this movie in the past, people are like, the program?
Yeah.
You know, they're like, what?
Well, even looking it up, like, you got to put, like, the program movie or something like that. Again, doing research, I didn't find any podcasts about it at all. You know, a movie like The Replacements, it's good, but I kind of wanted to go after, you know, like one of these movies that, you know, we saw as kids, but that it's at a school. You know what I mean? I think Varsity Blues was kind of too similar to what we did last with Not Another Teen Movie. But, I mean, this one, like the football play of it is fucking awesome.
Yeah, like I said, it just gets me in the feels, like I said, because this was going on when I was in high school. And
Yeah.
just a lot of stuff.
And I mean, this is fucking badass. Like, I've been lucky enough that we've gotten to visit schools like this and visit their training facilities and stuff like that. Like, this is
indoor.
That's fucking legit.
It is awesome.
Yeah. But you see, he's Joe's back, but he's still his head's not there, right?
Yeah, they say he's rusty, but it's in his head.
Yeah, it's all fucking mental with him right now. Now they're gonna make the change at running back, and I saw it like Ray is bigger than him, right?
Yeah,
like
he's a fullback.
He does look like a fullback, right?
Yeah, he's a fullback. I mean, maybe I don't know. He's a fullback. He's not happy about it.
Man, this scene, when I watched it recently, I watched it Saturday or Sunday, and
the door was open.
Yeah, my kid, not my oldest one, but my youngest one, sat there and watched it with me. We watched, and I was like, man, I forgot this scene right here.
Sad, man.
Yeah, man.
His dad don't give a fuck.
He's there and he don't know what's going on. He's like, what'd you fuck up again?
I know. I mean, he so badly wants his dad to watch him play, to be a part of his life, right?
Like, he's like, you've never fucking made it out, and he's, you know, dad tells him, like, maybe I thought you'd put too much pressure on yourself and mess up, like we all do. That's just fucked up, man.
Yeah. He's like, I don't want to make you nervous. But the whole thing is like, he goes way out of his way. He gets a plane ticket. He gets a ticket on the 50-yard line.
Yeah.
Front row. And I don't know.
Yeah, no. And then, he goes and plays, and then he gets killed or he gets beat real bad, and then he goes to see his dad, and he end up getting fused with the mother box and becomes a cyborg. It's the same thing, right? Like he's he's at the game and he's looking to the sideline to see if his dad's there, and it's not.
He's cyborg.
He's a white cyborg.
He's like, how do you feel about introducing your drunken dad to your friends? Like, his dad is...
Yeah.
His beat, too. It's like, he's all negative. He just...
And again, like...
He got passed down.
Yeah. And I couldn't imagine, like... Again, I guess...
How would you not want to be?
Yeah, right? Like... Fuck, man. Like I would do anything. I'd fucking scrape my last dollar together to go see my kid.
They're obviously, it's poor, rundown house.
Yeah.
If anything, I would be excited about, hey, my kid has a chance to go to the NFL. And, if you were any kind of father,
yeah,
he'd be helping you out.
And it's kind of obvious, like he doesn't, besides, he has his dad, but there's nobody else, man. Like, nobody.
This is just crazy.
What did he call it? He calls it an oil change.
Yeah. So Latimer's back on the drugs, and
he's got to pass the piss test.
Yeah, he knows they're gonna watch him.
And so he's fucking. They're doing it in his dorm room.
I know. It's the most sanitary.
Yeah. Taking the
piss out of his bladder
and putting the fucking dirty piss in.
Now this part right here, Latimer has his face painted like a skull. I told you my high school was the coach was kind of strict. He didn't want us to be clean cut and all this stuff.
Y'all couldn't paint your face?
No, this one dude thought he was Latimer, and one game he painted his face, and coach ripped him a new one. Like, get your ass in there, wash that shit off right now.
For the longest time, and you'll see it with a lot of baseball players too, is they'll do the lines right here and then they'll go down this way, like almost like the Ultimate Warrior. Like I used to do different shit with my son's face, but then when he got to the age where he controls fucking what he wants to do, like he's like, no, I ain't painting my face, bro.
Here he is, rage jealous. Like,
yep.
I'm gonna miss this block. Smiling about it.
Yeah, that's some pussy ass shit. Still, I wouldn't fumble the ball. Cover up the ball, bro. Squeeze that bitch.
That's some sorry shit right there.
Yeah. That is pussy shit. I wouldn't have waited till we got in the locker room either. The motherfucker would have known about it when we fucking going to silent. What the fuck was that, bitch?
Yeah. Punk ass Griffin.
Punk ass Griffin.
It's like, what?
This all over Autumn, is it? First of all, that's a fucked up name.
Autumn. Damn, that's where you feel. Well, they got a TV there. It's broken.
Ain't got cable, bro. Ain't got the Sunday ticket. That's the thing I'm fucking worried about right now. It's like, I cut cable, right? Because we just do apps.
Yeah.
But how am I going to get the NFL Sunday ticket? Like, they won't let me get it without cable.
ESPN has that red zone where they show all the games if they're in the red zone.
No, that's the NFL. It's not ESPN, it's NFL.
Is it?
Yeah. Dude, you know how long it's been since I've watched just one game by itself? You know? The Cowboys game I'll watch by itself. But
that's all I do. I don't.
Yeah, I like watching the red zone with all the games going on.
Latimer, we need to get our shit together. Really, really, guy, really.
Give everyone some of the juice. They're gonna fight.
Oh. This happens too, man. You get frustrated.
Yeah.
It couldn't even be. It could be about something stupid, just something little. If you're losing at halftime, you get frustrated about something. People go at it.
Yeah,
high school football, man.
Dude, I remember one year. It was our freshman year. We're there in the locker room, and something happened where this a senior football player got into it with some guy outside of the locker room. Mm-hmm. That dumbass followed him inside the locker room, and fucking and in the middle of the locker room pushed him from behind like he was gonna fight him. Man, it was like ants fucking got on. Like everyone fucking just swarmed his ass and started beating the fuck out of him. Like this dude got his ass fucking whipped. It was fucking horrible.
Like where coach is like, if you guys play the second half like you did the first half, this is gonna happen. He throws all the Gatorade and everything. He tells Kane, "Hey, you're starting the second half," and he tells Bobby Collins to back up. He's like, "And you clean all this shit up."
Yeah, and Joe's still there, man. Like he's still thinking about his dad, man. He's got, you know.
There it is. He looks over at the empty seats.
Yeah, that dude. Again,
that's kind of hurt.
It does, right? Like, man. I mean,
it takes a big man to say, you know what, fuck that guy.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, man. There again. As I got, you know, junior, senior year, I didn't play that much. I played. But I wasn't fucking starting nothing like that. And I remember, like, there's times, like, I didn't have anyone there fucking watching me play. That's why, like, I try my damnedest not to miss any fucking games.
I remember growing up in like, Pee-wee football and stuff, man. My moms would be getting in fights and stands and stuff.
Yeah, I've been on both sides of it where I've been in the stands and I've seen like big fights break out. I've been on the field and I've seen fights break out. Man, shit gets talked, man. Like
it's just funny.
Yeah,
it's like I didn't think about it back then, but think about it now. It's like, man, these people are crazy fighting over this kid's game, but
they get well,
they get into it, man.
Here's the thing that I like. Okay, like my boys are older now, so as they were older, I'd see like the, you know, because you go to the games and the younger teams play and then the older teams play, and I'm there and I'm like, man, look how serious these motherfuckers are over a 6U game, and my wife's like, motherfucker, you used to be that same way. I was like, whatever, I wasn't that bad. She goes, how many people go and record another 6-year-old game? Just so you and your fucking son can watch film and see what they do. We won.
Yeah. Where he got the pep talk he needed. He's like,
yeah,
Joe, we need you, man. Come on. Forget your dad. Forget about everything.
But the coach is like, hey, man, like, you could have had this pep talk with me at the beginning of the season, bro. Like,
I know.
We should have had this relationship already.
So, now he's ready.
Yeah.
For that little pep talk.
The masked man is back.
Get that same line.
Yeah.
Let's put the women and children to bed. Let's go looking for dinner.
And again, like, man, like, some of the football scenes and the football played, like, I grew up watching, like, NFL films and shit like that. Like, I used to love that shit. Like, man, I still, like, to this day, like, I have the NFL films songs downloaded, like, dun 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 dun, like, and shit like that. Like, I love that shit,
like
man.
the guy who used to commentate all those.
Well, like, remember John Madden? You know,
Yeah.
like John Madden, Pat Summerall, a cold wind on a Green Bay, on the frozen tundra of Green Bay. You know, I used to love that shit.
You know, It used to remind me of when I used to like to remember the old Goofy cartoons where he'd be like playing football or playing baseball, and it'd be like someone talking like a commentator.
Yeah,
like,
those used to be some of my favorite fucking cartoons, man.
Yeah,
they do like a football one, they do a baseball one. My favorite ones were like they do the House of Tomorrow, and like you go into this house and it'd show all these fucking contraptions and gods and. You know, like, oh, you got a robot to do this and shit like that. Oh, shit.
Is he going to do it this time?
Yeah. He was telling the coach, give me the ball, coach. I want it. Nah, motherfucker, you're blocking now. And that was the big thing about, like, when we played football. It's like, I had kids that actually just fucking enjoyed blocking. They didn't want to run the ball. I just want to go I want to go knock the shit out of somebody.
Oh, man. And Ray trips. He's like, oh, shit.
Yep. Jefferson hemmed up
this
on
is
the
what I'm talking about. He's like, boom. You just see him. Someone come out of nowhere and block these guys.
But you saw it, like, right there. Like, you saw when he came to the sideline, like, oh, that's a stunt runner. Like, come on, bro. One of my favorite football movies, and I'm sure we'll cover it one day. Any Given Sunday, man. A lot of that shit, like the actors actually participated in it. There's a story about LL Cool J and Jamie Foxx actually fucking fighting on set. Yeah, like Jamie Foxx talks about. He's like, yeah, so we're there one day, and this motherfucker's running up and down the sideline like. And Jamie Foxx like, hey man, what's going on? What's up? What's up? He's like, nah man, I'm just getting ready. He's like, getting ready for what? He's like, for the game. Like, motherfucker, I act.
That's that sad part too. Mac is listening on the radio and he's telling himself, kill them all, let the paramedics sort them out.
Yeah, man. This part, like, even though he does good, it's a sad part. Like, when he gets to the sideline.
Yeah. Latimer, they need a big play. They need a turnover. Latimer just kills this guy. And it's a
he
good
hits
moment.
him right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good moment.
He puts, he's got snot bubbles coming out. Yeah. See, and then my dumbass goes into like, how did they make that guy have snot bubbles?
Where he comes back to the sideline, coach is like, "Hey, good job." And
he looks him right in the eyes, and he can tell. Yeah, like his pupils ain't dilating.
Come here.
Look. And it's like, how the fuck did they do that though?
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
It's sad because like he puts his head down, like, yeah, I fucked up. It's like, what do you do as a coach though, man? It's like, man.
And that's the thing, like he knows.
Yeah, he knows, but and that's the thing. He's a hard ass coach, but like you could tell he really cares.
Yeah,
because he doesn't want him to be on drugs. That's why he could tell that he is, but you can see it in his face. He's like, man, he's disappointed.
I remember, like, so he
it's not like Varsity Blues where the coach, shoots them up so they can keep going.
So he's running the ball, and I remember he starts off. Dude, I remember anytime I was fucking doing a punt return or something after this or something like that, kickoff return, I'd be like, "Showtime, baby!" Fuck. Here we go, Joe.
Got time for 2 plays. And that's nothing with these football movies. It's like always at the end.
Yeah.
Last seconds of the fourth quarter, you got to make some crazy play.
That's what I liked about, like, Rudy's a true story, right? So they can't go against it. Rudy.
But that's always a fantasy, right?
Because you don't,
when you play, like, pretend, right? You're like, oh, fourth quarter, 2 seconds left.
Yeah.
Touchdown, It's like.
it's never like first quarter.
Yeah.
It's like just in baseball too. It's like, all right, bottom of the ninth.
Yeah.
You know, it's always like that. What do you want to do, Joe? What do you want to do? Kick a field goal? Motherfucker! Give me the fucking ball.
I know. Like, what else are you going to say?
Yeah. But, you know, click back to the last play of last season.
Like they say, it's like the good players always want the ball at the end.
Oh, fuck yeah, man. You know, it's in football, it's a team, right? Like you're in a team. Basketball though, it's more like, you know, that last player can get the ball and do his shit at the end.
Yeah.
Football, like everything has to fucking click, right, man?
Looks again over at his dad's empty seat.
It's like, it's okay, Dad.
It's okay. Fuck you.
Motherfucker, wait till I get my NFL contract. You ain't getting shit.
That's another thing I don't think they do anymore. You see, like, everybody had the same shoes on.
Yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying. Like,
They don't do that anymore.
yeah.
We had to have on the same shoes.
Yeah, my kid has fucking white shoes with gold on the bottom for when he wears white. He has black shoes that fucking when they get hot, little flames appear on them.
What?
I fucking promise you, bro. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
We had some corny ass shit.
Bro, we had
Remember the
fucking,
pump?
we had Pro Wings. Right? We had Pro Wings, like, okay, if you were lucky at around this time, you got Landshark cleats, right?
I know. What I hated is like, I had Adidas cleats.
Yeah.
But for game, we had to wear our game cleats, and they were fucking pony. I was like, come on.
And MacArthur?
Yeah, I was like, the cleats I use for practice are better than these.
Yeah.
But no, they wanted everybody wearing the same.
Yeah, my kid's school, they're sponsored by Adidas, so they have like all Adidas stuff.
Must be nice.
Yeah, Clemens is Nike, I think.
I don't ever know. All I know is like equipment, uniform stuff is so much cooler now.
Oh, dude, like I was just thinking about it when they showed the quarterback earlier. He had the pad sticking out of the side right here.
Yeah.
Now,
I had a girdle.
Yeah.
All those pads I had in a girdle.
I had a girdle. In middle school, though, you had this big-ass pad that you wrapped around right here, and it had the butt pads and the side pads.
You had to snap them in.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God, dude, that thing sucked. Like, running the belt through the pad, that sucked.
Yeah. That's why I put my pads in, like, this girdle thing.
Yeah. And nowadays, they have the girdle, and the pads are just built in the fucking girdle.
Well, they win the game. They end the season on a good note.
Like my kid has to look so fucking pretty when he goes to play football. He has the back plate that sticks out and shit like that. And fucking both of them have expensive ass fucking helmets that they couldn't just get the fucking helmet the school gave them. Like, I paid $550 for a helmet.
What?
Yes. I don't have it like that.
I
promise you, people, I don't.
We had some, like, pass-me-down old helmets.
Last year, I paid $400, right, for a helmet. And at the end of the school year, he's like, so I can just give this one to AJ, right? Because my youngest son started at high school this year. And he's like, I just give this one to AJ and you just give me a new helmet. And my other son, he's like, yeah. What? So the $400 helmet and a $500 helmet, I promise you, I don't have it like that. But, you know, I know people and I was able to get it, but still, fuck.
Yeah, we had some old ghetto ass stuff. They had the pump in the helmet.
I promise you, if I would have told my mom, can you buy me a new helmet? Like, for what, motherfucker? You don't play? I'm like, oh, okay.
Buffy.
I'm telling you, man.
When he was in rehab, he didn't want to.
You couldn't tell me there was no production assistant that was like, hey, like, should we get him like a bandana or
I don't know,
a skull cap?
This was cool back then.
No,
This whole Dawson Creek kind of.
Yeah, I guess.
Look, I don't know.
They couldn't get fucking what's that guy? Luke no, not Luke Wilson. Fucking Brandon from fucking 90210. They couldn't get Jason Priestley. But the other guy, the one that was Brenda's boyfriend.
Dylan.
Luke Perry. Oh, he was in fucking Buffy as a high school player. As a high school guy.
That's crazy. He passed away a couple years ago.
Yeah, man. Like, suddenly.
Out of nowhere.
I think his son's a wrestler.
Is he?
Yeah.
So that was the last game of the season, and they're right back where we started, going on a recruiting ship.
Now, my son was like, okay, wait, they made a bowl game. Why didn't they show that? Right?
Right.
And then he's like, so did the quarterback get the Heisman or not? Like, I'm like, no, he didn't get a Heisman. He
didn't
fucking
play the whole season.
He went into rehab, bro. They don't fucking fly.
Yeah, they leave it as, he's got one more year. You'll have Jefferson with him.
Program's a good movie, man. Like it gets,
even though we didn't talk about it that much.
I don't like the bullshit parts of it. It is what it is. The football part. The fucking football parts are some of the best that you're ever gonna see. I mean, we could go right into it. Like, what do we like the most or whatever? Give us the best around.
All right, let me pull it up. The best part for you, Joe. What you got?
Okay, again, like all of the football play, but that first football play where they're showing them warming up, the fumble play, and then just them hitting each other, doing
the drills
that
and stuff.
Drill that we used to call like Blood Alley or Oklahoma.
Yeah,
man, that's the fucking best part for
awesome.
me.
Me, I like the whole Talking in the Trenches by Mac. It's like,
oh yeah.
Oh, you're the one that shot my mama. All that stuff, because that stuff really happens.
Yeah.
And if you don't know,
you should know, man. You were in those trenches.
A lot of smack talk.
Yep.
In the trenches. To me that was fun though.
Yeah.
Even though I was on offense, it's a lot more fun on defense.
Yeah.
But because offense is more of a job. Like,
yeah.
You got to stand and protect.
I remember when I was on defense, like I would play like outside linebacker, and really they would blitz me all the time. Like my coach would we'd be going over the I guess the plan for the day, and he's like, we're just gonna smoke Joe down the pipe here and send him after the quarterback. I was like, oh, what? Okay.
All right, let's see.
Surely you can't be serious.
Surely you can't be serious. What did I not like? I didn't like all the stuff that wasn't football stuff.
Again, the love story part of it, the Halle Berry and Omar Epps, fucking Chrissy Swanson and Joe.
They were like, we can't just make it all about football. We're gonna throw some other stuff in there. So, I guess I mean, I don't like Halle Berry's long hair. How about that?
Yeah, fucking. There's a worst part to this movie. Yes, it's that
Halle Berry's hair. What about you?
No, that's it. The love, right. Like the love stuff of it, I could do them without, bro. I'd rather have these two players fighting over a position rather than fighting over their love for Halle Berry.
All right. Wrong button.
Give my best to Miss
Lily.
Lily.
I can change. And you can change.
We can change this movie. What would you change? I guess all the lovey-dovey stuff.
Yeah, I would do that. Again, I'd like to have seen some of the bowl game. It seemed like that's what they're building up to, and then we don't see it. So yeah, I would like to have seen the bowl game.
Definitely. I think I'm with you on that one. As far as changing anything, I wanted to see a little more. I think that's why, like I said, when I've asked people back in the day, their favorite football movie, they were like, "Program, a football movie?" Because I don't know. to me, it's a football movie. I don't know
Oh,
why.
yeah, it's nothing but a football movie to me. Like, but again, like I can go back and you can see it. Like again, we said the movie's on YouTube. You can go to YouTube and they'll have just Alvin Max football players on there.
Yeah,
You know what I
just
mean?
all his scenes.
Yeah.
There's the whole one, just all his trash talking.
Yeah.
It's like, it's awesome. What about sequel, spinoff, prequel?
This movie's due for an update.
Yeah, I mean,
The college football movie is due for an update.
I would have wanted to see the next year.
Yeah.
You know?
No, I'd like to see like now you can revisit and Alvin Max is like the defensive coordinator or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just like Little Big League. You know, he came back as the batting coach. Remember?
Did he?
Yeah. Even though they cut him at the end, they're like, "Oh, he's gonna come back as our so and so coach." I was like, because even though if he could not play after that injury or whatever, he knew that defense inside and out.
Yeah.
I mean, he could probably just step in as a defensive coordinator or defensive assistant coach, anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, they were playing it up like, it's the end of the world. He's going back into poverty, stuff like that. I would imagine that if this dude's the best defensive player you've ever coached, as he said, you got a spot for him on your coaching roster.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
He's just a lineman coach. I mean, you're gonna help this guy out.
Get his foot in the door. Because, like, you think about it, like, you talked about Mike Singletary, your favorite player, and I talked about, like, he's a shit coach. But still, he came back. You know, he was one of the best defensive players around, comes back, and he's able to teach the game to younger guys. He's still defensive coach somewhere out there, right?
I think I saw him. He was coaching a high school, I think.
No shit. God damn, he went down that far.
But, you know.
Yeah. They talk about, like, some of those guys that are, like, the best players, that it's hard for them to coach because...
It's hard to... Because a lot of their stuff was instinct. It's
yeah.
like, you just... If you got it, you got it. It's hard to teach.
It's hard to teach that. Yeah. No. Hey, I'm telling you, like, I talk about my kids a lot. My son, there's a lot of people that are like, where the fuck did he get it from? Like, I don't fucking... I can't explain it.
Just like my oldest... We put him in football 1 year, and I love my son. You know, he's just not aggressive, and that's fine. You know,
you gotta have a little bit of asshole.
I think you do.
Yeah, you gotta have a mean streak,
some kind of attitude, some kind of edge.
You talk about, like, you played center. You gotta have there's a certain toughness or fucking something about playing that position. Like, you can't be no fucking nice guy.
Yeah.
You gotta be a little bit of a fucking rough guy.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah. I mean, you talk about stomping on fingers and shit like that. Yeah.
I mean, stuff happens, you know?
Oh, yeah. No, it was an accident. Yeah. Motherfucker. There's probably a guy that can't shoot the finger properly to this day that fucking curses you out.
Just like I didn't wear metal cleats. But stuff happens.
But yeah, no, it you know, football's a sport. It's not for everybody. There's a lot of players that I knew that were real good. They got that first big hit, and it's like, peace, man. Thank you very much. I don't need to do this anymore.
Yeah.
Fuck, I remember the first time I got fucking TV turned off on me. Like, you know, we're doing this drill, and this lineman comes out and fucking boom hits me. I fucking swear it's like someone just turned the TV off like that, and now it's out, man. Like,
I think the biggest thing on me, it was probably just I got my funny bone hit, and I swear I couldn't feel my arm. I was like, what? I was freaking out, but I was good. I was good.
Yeah, you can.
Any injuries when you played?
Well, no. I mean, I've talked to you about my ankles, right? Like, I was born with club feet, so I ran funny, and everyone was like, Joe's ankles are gonna break one day. They never fucking did. But I remember, dude, I was from sophomore going into I was maybe a freshman going into my sophomore year, or sophomore going to junior year, and I was having a good spring, bro. Like, I was like, man, like I I knew I was probably gonna make varsity, but I was like, I probably have a shot at fucking playing, right? Because Highlands wasn't a big school, you know. I got hit in the back of my legs, bro, and I swear, like, I couldn't put pressure on my foot, like. And I remember I took myself out, and my fucking defensive coordinator got pissed off at me. You don't take yourself out. I was like, I'm hurt. Like, I still kept playing, and I finished the spring, but man, like, for that whole spring, I couldn't fucking put pressure on my foot. It hurt like a motherfucker.
I guess I was lucky I didn't get injured. We didn't talk about it. One of my favorite lines of this movie.
Are you hurt or you're injured?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you hurt or you're injured? He's like, well, what's the difference? It's like, if you're hurt, you can play. If you're injured, you can't.
All right, check this out. Okay, I got hurt when my kids were playing. and here's the deal: is I had a vasectomy, and
okay,
yeah, so
that's what you heard. Oh,
yeah, they fucking tell you like, hey, like,
take it easy.
Take it easy. Next, a few days, you got a shot there, so you're numb, so you don't feel anything. And okay, I had the surgery on a Monday. On Tuesday, we had practice, and the whole plan was like, hey, you can't do nothing. Like, you got to stay on the sidelines or something.
And you're like, I'm good.
No, I'm good. I don't feel nothing. I'm good. I can be there. We had a playoff game that weekend, so of course I wanted to be at practice. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday morning, I get up and I got a fucking grapefruit in my pants. Like it swelled up, fucking huge, bro. Like, so yeah. When they tell you get a vasectomy and they're like,
take it easy.
Yeah, take it easy. Take it easy. Yeah, listen to them. But check this out. Okay, you tell me. I had tickets that Monday night to go see Batman 1989 at the Draft House, and it was a special viewing, and I wanted to take my kids, so I went. I shouldn't have, but I went.
I would.
Yeah,
I would. You gonna watch Shang-Chi?
Oh hell yeah! You know what I'm hearing? Like, I'm hearing
it's really good.
I'm hearing it's really good, and I'm hearing that. Well, they've shown a lot in the previews. What they got coming, like, you're not gonna see.
Yeah, I'm hearing like the end credits are like, whoa.
Yeah.
So
we're gonna see, bro.
I hope it's not all hype. I hope it's really good.
It's coming out this weekend.
This weekend.
You can go to theaters because it's only in theaters. I'm hearing.
Is it?
I'm hearing Disney's not gonna release it for a couple of weeks.
That's good. I want to go see it anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, tacos. Man, what is your taco rating on this one?
I'm gonna give this one, like, again. It's not the best movie. I would say by far. It's one of the best football actions that you see. So I'm gonna give it 2 tacos, man. Like, I'm gonna give it that 2 quick tacos.
2 tacos?
Yeah.
That's it?
I can't give it the full 4 because there are some things that I didn't like, but it's 2 tacos for me.
All right, I feel you. I mean, I guess that's why when I asked before, people were like, "Man, the program, it's not a great movie, but
the football
parts are." At the time, were about as real as you can get.
Oh, fuck yeah.
And like I said, being a football player, everybody knew all the lines.
Yeah.
You shot my mama and all this.
Yeah.
See that says Adidas. I taught him that.
Yeah.
All that stuff.
Peanut Boy.
All that.
Yeah.
Just put the women and children to bed.
Go hunting for fucking dinner. Yeah.
Let the paramedics sort them out. I mean, all that stuff. Yeah. All that stuff would just... We used, man. We used as fuel on the field. So that's more what this movie means to me. It's like, it was part of my life at that time.
Oh yeah, and like I said, like I went back to this movie a lot. Before we're walking out to go to our football games or something like that, I'd put the fucking Alvin Mack scenes on for my kid. I shared the picture recently, but I have a picture of my kid giving the team a pep talk, right? Because he was one of the captains on the team. My coach that I coach baseball with, they're from the north side. Their kids went to Smithson Valley. They brought them over to the east side to play football because, you know, we had a real good team at the time, and they wanted them to play at a higher level. And, you know, there's shit you're going to learn on the east side. You're not going to learn on the north side.
Smithson Valley, they're beasts now, though.
No, they are. But, you know,
they're
this...
white, though.
Yeah. like this guy, I tell you, like, his son is small. He's one of the best kids I've ever coached. To this day in football and baseball, he's a killer. He's not the biggest kid. He's not. But he's got the biggest heart. This motherfucker will fucking kill you. He had like 2 touchdowns this past weekend, and again, he, you know, Smithson Valley, they're all Giants, you know.
Yeah.
And this kid survives in the land of the Giants, but you know, a big credit to that is him bringing him over here to us, and you know, getting that thing, because he talks about, like, you know, he goes, I remember, you know, we go over there and the first practice and stuff, you got one kid just talking shit, and we get to the first game, and Jonathan goes up there to give the pregame speech, and he exaggerates a little bit, like that Jonathan was like, this motherfucker this and shit like that. He wasn't. What he did, though, he gave the Alvin Mack fucking speech. It's like, hit the quarterback, hit the tight end so hard his girlfriend dies, kill everybody. And you know, he maybe let a couple of bad words fly that we all, you know, at the time we laughed at. He's like 10 years old giving the speech. But you know, that guy he talks about now, because now my son gives those speeches at the baseball games, and he's like, man, when y'all go up there and y'all go up to bat, look at the picture and be like, I'm gonna fuck you up. And again, like, I don't condone the cussing and stuff like that, but and you know, he grew up with me. Like, since this dude was like 3 years old, I've talked to him very matter of factly, so he's gonna talk that way. But my coach, that coaches him in baseball, always talks about that fucking 10-year-old giving that fucking speech, and it's the Alvin Mack speech, bro. Yeah. Like, it translates to the kids today. Like, I'm friends with a lot of his players that he plays with in high school, and they still watch this movie. Like, there's not a lot of movies, like, my kid will sit down and watch with me, but, you know, my 13-year-old or my 14-year-old sat down and watched this movie with me Saturday. You know what I mean? Like, you know, he's not doing that for everything. You know, this movie still hits with people.
I said the football parts hit.
Yeah.
Hit hard.
Like, dude, I mean, you see that? I mean, we can't go out and do it anymore. But you see that that scene when they start hitting, and you're like, fuck, man, I want to go back and do that shit. I mean, we can't, because está viejos already, but still.
Did you ever play anybody that you know that went to the NFL?
I remember we played against East Central, and they had Brent Holmes at the time. Brent Holmes, he didn't go on to play in the NFL, but he did play in the Arena Football League. He played in college and stuff like that. That was about it that I could think of. You?
One big one. We played against Austin Westlake.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you know who went to Austin Westlake.
Drew Brees?
Drew Brees.
Yeah. I remember our first bowl game, we played over there in Austin Westlake, and we played at Austin Westlake's field, and it's like, everyone's like, oh, it's a Drew Brees field.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that was cool. Well, it's cool now that, you know, he is who he is.
Yeah. My freshman year, we played against Roosevelt, and at the time they had Eric Flowers was their defensive end. He went on to play in the NFL.
I mean, these high schools we have here in San Antonio, they're no joke. I mean, I say I went to MacArthur, but like our district, I mean, there's at least four that I know of, just off the top of my head, 4 schools in our district that have won state at one point in time. So that's a tough district.
Yeah, dude. Like, again, I give my kid all the credit in the world, man. Like he's a good kid and stuff like that. But I've told him plenty of times, like, man, you can go to a lesser school and you'll be like the guy.
Yeah.
But you're playing 6A football in Texas. It's a big deal. Like,
yeah.
It's the biggest of the biggest. The schools that we're in the district with. You got 3 of the top 10 schools in the state. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I can't like. I feel like my school's a small school. Your school, you can't complain, bro. Y'all are big school. y'all fucking. But again, you're right here in this area where you have yourselves. You got Steele that just came in and
Judson, yeah.
So you got
and Judson and Steele. Those two, have one state.
And then you got Smithson Valley. They're always good. They've had that football program there fucking forever. Clemens, you guys are always good. We're gonna beat y'all this year, but
probably.
It's
a rebuilding.
East Central is just up and coming now, and I think like we weren't expected to win this past weekend. Oh fuck, and we forget about New Braunfels, man. They always got horses there. So fuck, man. Like it's fun time. Don't get me wrong. It's fun, but it's a tough fucking district.
Yeah, I miss playing.
I do too, man. But
I just don't want to sound like Al Bundy. Who's like,
nah, dude. Like,
or those old people like, oh, well, no, I was in high school.
No, but you get to you get to still have fun with it. Like, I mean, your daughter's in cheer now. Your son was in band. I mean, who knows? Your youngest son might come up and be like, hey, freshman year I'm gonna go out and play football. Because you never know. Like, again, I didn't know my son was going to go out and play soccer. Like he went out and played soccer. He loves it. He's going to end up playing in high school. And it's sometimes they meet friends that encourage them to do different things and stuff like that. And it's cool, man. Like, we get to be along for the ride.
Like I said, the whole cross country thing, that kind of threw us off guard. But
he's like, oh, and I need this and this.
Let's just say our family, we're not runners.
If we're running, something's behind us. Chasing us.
But I'm glad to see that he's interested in something. So
what is it like in Kings of Comedy? Is like, if my ass is running, your ass better get up and start running too, because I'm running for a fucking reason.
That's awesome.
That's awesome though, man.
Did I get my taco rating? I didn't, right?
I
agree with you. 2 tacos.
Yeah. They're good tacos. They get you going.
Like I said, I like this movie a lot.
We can't eat 4 tacos in the morning for breakfast. I mean, we do sometimes.
I like this movie a lot, but just the football stuff.
Yeah.
And James Caan. How can you go wrong with Jimmy Caan?
Yeah, and I hope the watchers, kind of agree with us too. Again, we could have did Wildcats, we could have did The Replacements, we could have did Rudy, but fuck, man, like I just wasn't in the crying mood, bro.
Lucas.
That's not really a football movie. Come on. Besides, man, like I told you, man, that movie has fucking bad feelings for me now.
Oh yeah.
It's got bad juju. We can't
bad juju.
Shit.
I was just gonna say that.
Okay, but let's talk about it. I mean, again, it's up to you, but I really feel for the rest of September, going all the way through October, we should hit up Halloween movies.
Starting now,
like horror movies, Halloween movies. I want to do a Halloween episode, like a whole Halloween episode that is just about Halloween, the movie or just the actual day. But let's talk about like haunted houses. What do we do? Y'all do anything special for Halloween?
No.
Y'all decorate? No.
I mean, we do, but it's like every year, as my kids are getting older, it's like they're getting less and less into it.
No, I understand that too. Yeah.
Then we had a scare last year. It's like, because COVID was still kind of lingering last year, and my oldest son had like 3 people over the house, right?
Uh-huh.
And we're like, it's just a couple people. It shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah.
When I went back to school, one of them didn't go back to school because he turned it out positive. It's like,
Oh, fuck.
and we're like, what the hell? We like, you wanted to have a party, but it was like, no, you can have a couple people.
Yeah.
We thought we'd be okay, and so we had that whole scare. But
Around that time?
yeah. So, but we were all negative. So,
Oh, that's good.
so yeah. But this year will be different. So I don't know.
I don't know,
We
bro.
got to see.
Will it be different? Like, we're getting back into it.
I know. It's like every day is
Well,
more and more.
I mean, I hear like there's like a third shot we got to take now or something.
A booster shot.
Yeah. It's like, fuck it.
You're just gonna keep taking more. Well, if you take another shot, you'll really, really, really be protected.
Yeah. And all these motherfuckers like, oh, I don't want to get the shot again. But you go to the fucking bar and, hey, give me a shot.
I mean, I don't like talking about that kind of stuff, but
Yeah.
it's just, come on, people, don't be stupid.
Yeah.
There's this guy at work. He's like a naturalist. He's like, oh, wilderness guy, whatever.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna take that shot. I don't need it, and this and that.
That's it.
Yeah, he got COVID. So
Yeah.
Now you know.
Yeah, and well, no, but the thing is too is like, it's part of the thing we're talking about today. We're talking about football. Cam Newton got cut, right? Cam Newton got cut. One of the things they said is like, he wasn't vaccinated, man. Like, we can't keep taking that risk because players that are not vaccinated, they have different protocols than the players that are vaccinated. So, this dude ended up missing like 2 or 3 days of practice, and it was more than enough for them to, in football, it's always the next man up, man. Like, Tony Romo.
Tony Romo.
Okay, I caught myself as I was fucking saying it. But okay, Tony Romo was one of my favorites. Still is. Love Tony Romo.
Get out of here.
Fuck. All my credibility just went out the door. But okay, like he got hurt that one season. Dak came in, played a few games, played good, and
See ya.
Yep. That's how fickle it fucking is.
Tom Brady wouldn't be where he's at.
Yeah.
If Bledsoe didn't get hurt.
Yeah. The GOAT. Oh, you don't like Tom Brady either? Fuck.
I don't like Tom Brady.
Why not?
I think I'm just a hater on
everyone.
Talented people.
I like the Cowboys and nobody else. Like, fuck everybody else. Like especially in basketball, I like Spurs and nobody else. Fuck everybody else. I don't even like the NBA. I like Spurs, but like Kawhi Leonard, he don't play with the Spurs no more. Fuck his ass.
Man, yeah, fuck Kawhi.
Yeah.
He's such a weird dude, though, right?
Yeah. Again, we got spoiled, bro. We got spoiled by David, by Tim, players like that.
Yes.
I don't
want to get in the NBA, but because the NBA is different now. It's all about getting the ring, making these super teams. That's what they're doing. They're just like, let's stack these teams.
That's why I was so happy.
All the All-Stars and just put them on one team.
Like, people were talking about, like, oh, well, the Spurs had the big three. Yeah, but they were all fucking from the Spurs, right? Like, it wasn't like...
They're not like these people, where they're all about the money. I mean, we had our own people take pay cuts so that we can keep other people here, and it's like, who does that?
And, well, too, it's like, I like the basketball. I like the NBA in the 90s when every team had their own good fucking player, and no one was trying to fucking, hey, let's get together so we can fucking, make a super team. Everyone was trying to do their own shit. You know what I mean?
Because in our championships, like, our bench was a big part of our team.
Fuck yeah.
We didn't just have, just the big three.
Yeah.
Everybody did their part.
Yeah, well, we had the big three, and one of those big three came off the bench. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Anyways.
Fuck y'all. There will never be another Manu or Tim.
When does basketball start?
I don't know. I'm not a basketball fan.
Or did it already start? I don't know.
No, it starts in like October, November.
Do a basketball movie.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Or do Cheech and Chong.
What?
You remember? Did you ever listen to Cheech and Chong? Like
the records?
The records.
Yeah.
That song, Basketball Jones.
I remember there's an old ass basketball movie that I liked, and I remember the real famous scene from it is like, I think we talked about in other movies too, where the cops are coming, so they're like, oh shit, we gotta take all these fucking pills or whatever the fuck, and then the cop just passes them by and they're all fucked up.
Yeah.
But bro,
yeah, it's late. It's a work day.
Ooh, oh yeah.
Your wife's gonna be mad at me.
Oh, she's a sleeper, bro. So she's good.
So that was our episode on the program.
The program, football.
Sorry, getting sleepy, but
no, it's all good, bro.
What's next? I don't know. It's gonna be a surprise.
No, well, again, like I said, we do want suggestions in the watch box, but
You want to pull or no?
No. We're going Halloween. Like,
Okay,
I want horror movies or Halloween themed movies.
a spooky movie.
Yeah, and we'll talk about it during the week, but we could start with anything, but like I said, my favorite, it's not even necessarily all horror, but Monster Squad is by far my favorite.
I gotta revisit that one, bro. I gotta revisit that.
Okay, it's on Prime.
It's on Prime.
Yeah,
All right. I gotta find that movie too that I was telling you.
I got the DVD too.
I gotta find that movie that I was telling you about. It's kind of like where it tells stories, kind of like Twilight Zone or Tales from the Crypt or Creep Show. It's on that same kind of realm.
But it's a horror movie from the 80s, or
I guess you could say horror. It's kind of like scary stories, like
it's anthology.
yeah, it's like
Bro, we've all seen Tales from the Hood, bro.
no, it's not that. I told you, I don't think. I'll be surprised if you've seen this one.
Dude, I've seen some.
Should I tell you the name of the
eccentric
movie?
shit. Yeah, tell me.
This movie's called The Willies.
The Willies.
It has homeboy from the Goonies. It was Sean Astin, right?
Uh-huh.
And he's like, there's like these kids in the backyard, and they're telling scary stories to each other, and that's where you get these little stories. But yeah,
Okay.
I know I have the DVD. I just have to find it because I doubt it's anywhere, and I doubt anybody has ever talked about this movie.
Bro, I'm looking at the fucking thing right now. Yeah, no one's talked about this motherfucking movie, bro.
If I find the movie, I'll let you borrow it before we talk about it. Or if you want to talk about it.
It's got to be screaming. No, dude. I'm telling you because I want to get into the horror movies again. Halloween comes so fast and come to go so fast, and it's only one day. But like, I promise you, today's September 1st. Look at the fucking what was on my playlist on fucking
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah, well, Nightmare on My Street, the Will Smith song. So, I was talking to my friend Chuck from the Chuck and Bear podcast, and I was like, it's fucking September 1st. Is it too early to play my Halloween playlist? He's like, fuck no. So, I just got into their podcast, and I'm listening to their Halloween episodes and stuff like that. I want to eventually get our show to where we're doing shit like that, like we do like Halloween episodes, stuff like that. But sure. Like I'm totally down, and I'm totally into horror. Like it's my favorite. I want to go these next, September and October. I want to do all horror.
A 2-month run.
Yeah. And there's so much shit we can get into,
and then
get into like our favorites.
We get into Christmas.
And we get into Christmas, bro. Yes, because I'm that guy.
Forget Thanksgiving. It just goes right to
October
Christmas.
31st, November 1st, my Christmas playlist comes up. Boom.
I'm gonna listen to Mariah Carey for a couple months.
I talk about like fucking. There's this famous meme of
The Undertaker.
The Undertaker,
yeah.
And so I shared it on Facebook today, where AJ Styles is there. And it's like, oh, me loving horror, and then fucking instead of the Undertaker behind him, it's Mariah Carey.
Like Christmas is coming, bitch.
But yeah, I mean, Jerry had took a little. I don't know if he took a break, but like he hadn't had shows coming out, and then he started releasing like by the twos, like he did fucking Rambo and shit like that.
As a Christmas movie.
Well, First Blood takes place at Christmas time.
Okay.
Yeah, Jerry's gonna find that little thread that threads this movie to a Christmas movie. So, man, we gotta hook up with him. Like, we gotta get on his show. But,
yeah, we're still trying.
You know, I'm careful not to, like, because I want to. Like, I love Jerry's show. I love the Tis the Podcast show, and I listened to that recently because they covered all the Batman and Justice League Christmas episodes. So I was listening to that a little bit, but I want to stay horror centric because, yeah, November 1st to December 31st, or to even New Year's, I'm in that Christmas mode.
Okay, I don't know how you feel about this, but you know I'm a Batman guy.
Oh, fuck yeah.
It's kind of related. I don't
Batman
know if
Returns?
No, I don't know if you're familiar with the story, The Long Halloween.
Yes.
So
Come on, man.
Halloween,
Yeah?
kind of works in it.
But
I don't know, maybe.
they haven't, well, I want to say they did the cartoon, right?
Yeah, they just released.
Did it come out already?
Yeah,
Okay.
It's in 2 parts.
I'm totally down for that because I'm surprised, but I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, I've watched the first one. I need to get the second one.
It's on HBO Max?
No,
How is it not?
because it was like it's like a new release.
But still, they put it on HBO Max.
I could check, but I don't think it is.
Okay.
Because I know Chubbs from the Boys with Their Toys podcast hooked me up with the digital code for
Sweet.
for the first part. I need to watch the second part. I haven't got that yet.
Fucking shit. Hook me up if it's not on HBO Max yet. Just on Friday night, on Friday, they did their Marvel versus DC characters and stuff like that. And I had recently told Chuck, like, I was like, dude, you need to get into the animated movies, man, because, like, he's into the Titan show that just came out, or the season 3 just dropped, and
I haven't watched any of that.
No, I watched season 1. I gotta try and get into season 2, season 3, but I like the animated stuff so much more. Like there's a lot of people that don't like Damian. Damian Wayne kicks fucking ass in the animated movies.
Some people think that's their favorite Robin.
Dude, yeah. I mean, he...
Aside from Dick. Right?
Yeah. Everyone loves Dick.
And with that,
Yeah. We're good.
guys, remember to keep on watching.
Keep listening.
This is crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy.
Bro.
Hey, life's a risk, carnal.
Tell me something, my friend. You ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight?
I do a great impression of a hot dog.
Billy likes to drink soda.
So am I to understand that you men completed your training on your own?
That's the fact, Jack!
Come on, seriously, who is that?
I only came here to do 2 things, man. Kick some ass and drink some beer. Looks like we're almost out of beer.
I went and got the DVD because I couldn't find it nowhere. But then you said it's on YouTube. It was like, oh, it is on YouTube.
Yeah, it's on YouTube, and then it's on an app called Tubi.
Is it?
Yeah.
I thought I looked there, but
I just saw that on Wikipedia, so who knows? Y'all been busy?
at work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. We had inventory yesterday.
That always sucks.
Come on. I just put this DVD in.
You know, the original, I was reading the VHS, maybe the original or the original Laserdisc. It had a scene in there that's cut out. It involved them laying down in the middle of a highway, like in the median.
Oh no, that was well, I don't know if it was on there, but it was in the theatrical cut.
Oh, okay.
I remember that now that you bring it up.
Yeah, but that's what they said. The only place you can still find it is like in a Laserdisc or something.
They were scared that
Well,
I guess kids were gonna imitate that.
Well, a couple did.
That's why they took it out.
Yeah, and that's why they took it out.
I remember that now. Shit. Yeah. All right. You ready? Because
I think so.
Okay.
I think even with the
2
movie
hours.
playing, like we can talk about other movies.